on motherfucking YouTube. Wait, if I'm on YouTube, that means I'm probably on Twitch. And probably the other Instagram. And on Twitter. And on a bunch of other places. Oh shit. Like, I am as live can get. Why did I bring you into the room first? Like, I couldn't bring in like one of your little brethrens? Like this nigga right here? Jesus H. Over Christ. William H. Holla. Oh man, where we at? Let's get this party started. Alright. Let's make sure we get the calling line going. Alright, calling line is set. We got everything. We got the line set to go ahead and push it through the website. Website is set. And we got the video feed going. We got Instagram over here. So we got you on the Grammy-gram. Wait. Let's see if we can incorporate some faces in some places. And see if we can get, without any problems this time, hopefully. Alright. If we can get ourselves in some spaces. Okay, let's start the space. Get that going. Alright, everybody should be good everywhere. Alright, now let me go back to and see what happens here. I know last time Ronnie was like, yo, I can't hear you, bro. And I was like, yo, I don't know what the fuck is going on. So, we just gotta have to take that shit on the chin. I know I seen you pop. I know I seen you recently. There you go. I know you want to know what the fuck is going on. Where the fuck is KJ at? Let me get his whack ass in here. There we go. Damn. Alright. He said he was gonna pop up in the building, but that nigga ain't nowhere to be found. Alright, the levels is good. The levels is good. The levels is good. It's not too bad. 17 minutes late.
Okay. Big man, you wanna hear some hot takes? Let's see how woke you are. You know something about podcasts?
Holla.
Hell, dígame. Get me on one, man. I got these 3 drunk uncles with a sports podcast. They say they got fire takes, pure fuego. You find them wherever you listen to podcasts at. If it's what they say it is, you like and you subscribe. Listen, like, and subscribe, yeah. You know how to call into the show? Yeah, man, do the Podbean app. You'll need headphones with a mic to call in. That's no problem, man. They'll also be at Sharky's, 8:07 p.m. on the first Wednesdays of the month. You may get some free Blue Chew. And they keep receipts, so if anything happens in the sports world, MyT's gonna drop a tape faster than a rabbit gets fucked. There's only 3 things I have in this world. My word, my balls, and this podcast. And I don't break them for nobody. MyT Sports Season 7.
I guess that's my cue. Let me bring the camera up and let's go. Bring that curtain up. Good evening and welcome back to another edition of the MyT Sports Podcast. I am your host, the one and only Thalathon Mandela. Yo, this is another Fuego day in the hottest city in the world. We're coming at you live and direct from Fort Lauderdale, Florida, stone throw away from Miami, Florida. If you ever hear me talk about it correctly, I may just say we're coming at you live and direct from South Florida. Yeah, folks, it's the MyT Sports Podcast. Listen, I gotta brag and say this. One of the very first live podcast in the business. Welcome to the show, folks. It is officially June 20th. You are listening to Volume 7. You are listening to episode 113, track 448 of the MyT Sports Podcast. What's going on? I see the family starting to come through on Podbean. I see the family starting to come through on Instagram. I don't know if you guys can hear me over there, because I also know I got the spaces going on too. So I see the people coming through on spaces as well. We see everybody coming through. Listen, I appreciate you guys coming through. We got a big show for you guys today. We got a big show for you today, right? Today is June 20th, 2022. We're going to talk about Kyrie's future. Obviously, we're going to talk about Brittany Griner. It's day 123 for her. Apparently, there were some holidays that just passed by. We're going to talk about our holiday celebration, right? We're going to still talk about Game 6 of the NBA Finals, because I can't just get enough of talking about Boston getting their ass whooped. You understand? We're going to give you guys a new blue chew code, right? So you can start off your week and get that Monday motivation heading off right. All night long, all night. We're going to talk about baseball. Actually, the only thing we're going to talk about baseball is how much I don't talk about baseball, folks. We're going to talk about the Warriors petty tour. We got the birthday shout outs to get into, folks. We got the Yankees, we got the Mets, we got graduations, we got Kanye. I don't know if we got Kanye's. I just heard graduation and thought Kanye. We have all that and more coming up later on the MyT Sports Podcast. But you know what we say here, folks, regardless of the time.
Take that.
Woo, my energy is back. You can feel it, can't you? And regardless of the weather,
you play to win the game. Hello?
It's always a good time to talk some sports. We're going to stir this bitch up Let's start talking. Woo! Back at it like a sports fanatic. MyT. Let your shoulders lean. Let your shoulders lean. Sports. Listen, I'm gonna let you know right now off the jump, right? Because you guys already know this, right? I always try to keep some kind of game on in the background. Since the finals have ended, I have not stopped watching Game 6. I'm not gonna lie to you. I've had it on full-blown repeat on one of my TVs since it has ended. That is the only thing that has played on there for how long has it been? Now we're talking about Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Sorry, I got caught up. But we talk about Friday, Saturday, Sunday, today's Monday. 4 days straight now. I've been playing the NBA Finals. And I'll tell you, the door's open whenever you're ready, B. Also over here, I got the New York Yankees taking on the Tampa Bay Rays, because the only other thing that I've enjoyed more than watching Boston get their ass spanked in the finals is also watching all of these Tampa Bay teams just constantly keep losing. Especially after one of those Tampa Bay teams beat my Rangers. Any way that I could find a New York team taking their revenge on Tampa Bay, I get to sit here in the glory. You understand? But let's get into the podcast, folks. If this is your first time here, you are in for one hell of an experience. You know what? I already told you, regardless of the time, regardless of the weather, it's always a good time to talk some sports. And that's why we're here yapping it the fuck up. But before we talk any sports, let's get into facts. Let's start off how we like to start off all our podcasts, and that is with the birthday party, folks. Yes, the birthday party. Man, we gotta have a little fun before we get into the business, right? And with the birthday parties, we like to give a little birthday shout out to everybody that has had a birthday since the last time that we was here on the podcast. So go ahead, get your birthday hat on, get your birthday drink ready, get your birthday bud lit, and let's go ahead and start this birthday party. And because he hates to be left out of any podcast, right? Let's go ahead and make sure that we incorporate our senior Cleveland correspondents. Like my boy Chill Will likes to say, "Hey yo, DJ MyT, drop that beat." I ain't gonna lie to you guys. I'm gonna let this shit breathe for a little bit, because I'm gonna smoke through like the first maybe 30 seconds of the intro of the track. So let that shit breathe. I'm giving you time. It's not dead air. The right time with MyT. It's always the right time. It's always a good time. Wait, what was a good time? My bad. Cause it's a good time. Yeah, I fucked up the rhyme. Shit. Oh fuck! And something I wasn't even prepared for. We got a revealing today. I bought some apparel I got some apparel for one of my boys. So we got some revealing to do today, right here live on the pod. It took like 18 and a half weeks. No, I'm fucking with it. I'm joking. It was maybe like 6. Took a little longer than I anticipated. I ain't gonna lie. It took a little longer than I anticipated. Cause I ordered that shit well before COVID. Like the nigga caught the HIV or the vid. Like fucking took the magic cure, came back, caught his cardio back, and then finally the shorts finally came. Like, you understand how long I ordered the motherfuckers? It's probably been like, okay, it's been somewhere between like 4 to 6 weeks. Maybe it hasn't been fully 6 weeks. Somewhere between 4 to 6 weeks. I'm gonna let that shit breathe a little bit more. You guys get your drink ready. You guys get your smoke ready. What's going on? You can't hear you pimping. It's alright though. You have to go somewhere else. You can't hear me because I know why you can't hear me. What about now? And I have to remind you guys, I particularly don't worry so much about not being heard on Instagram. Instagram is a behind-the-scenes camera. Remember that. It's not really the primary source to watch the podcast. That's a bonus for you guys. If you can't hear me there, then you go to all the proper places you're supposed to listen to the podcast at. That's on YouTube. That's on Podbean. That's on Facebook. That's on Twitter. That's on Twitch. That's on everything but Instagram. You can call in through the Podbean line. So, if you can't hear me, then guess what? You just can't hear me, and you have to go somewhere else. But you probably can't hear me because I got Spaces on, and Spaces takes over the mic. I think Spaces is taking over the mic. We'll figure it out. Yep. Facts. Big facts. Yup. I packed my bowl too tight. I can't pull this bitch. This sucks. Alright. That just means that I gotta get into the birthday party, right? Because it's how we gonna do the birthday party. That's what you guys know, right? If you can't hear me, it's your fault because you should be here. You said it, not me. Those were your words. That wasn't mine. Those were your words. Your words. Alright. So let me go ahead and get this birthday song out for you guys, right? For those that don't know it, right? I'm gonna go ahead and sing it one time so you guys are going to catch the vibe. After that, we're going all the way live because yeah, it's your birthday. We said it's your birthday. Check it, yeah. Check it, yeah. Because it's your birthday, we sing happy birthday. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday. You like that? I like that. You like that? I like that. You ready for the rhyme? It's real time. You like that? I like that. Check it, yeah. Check it, yeah. Because yeah, it's your birthday. We said it's your birthday. 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 Because it's your birthday. We sing happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday.
Hey,
happy
lady.
birthday. Happy birthday. Alright. Let's go ahead and get these birthday shout-outs out the way. The first birthday we would like to get into, happy birthday. Let's start all the way from Saturday. We start off Saturday with the birthdays on June 18th. We're saying happy birthday to one of my homegirls, Jamie Joy Tripido, one of the homegirls from back in the party days down here. I don't know if she still lives into the area to to tell you the truth or not. Last time we spoke, I thought she was moving out of the area. I thought she was gonna be taking a hiatus somewhere, heading down the road. You know what I mean? So that she can go check out a different part of the land, and you know what I mean, and get a different feel for another part of the country or some shit like that. Like, that's if I remember it correctly. I could be wrong. All right, but it was something to that effect why I think that she's no longer living in South Florida anymore. But it's okay though. Still want to say happy birthday to the homegirl Jamie. And I ain't gonna lie. Listen. I ain't gonna lie. Like, whew. Jamie, if you find yourself back down here, like me and you's gonna have to go out and go catch a meal or something. You know what I'm saying? I like dessert. What's going on, Marlon? What's going on, G? How you doing? Yo, we gonna have to catch up. If you guys are airing tomorrow, I would definitely. Hey, make sure you guys come on here so I can hear you guys, right? If you guys are coming on tomorrow, if you guys are airing tomorrow, I would love to come on to the fucking show, to Lamar TV, and let's go talk, because it is past overdue for us to talk about some Sasha Banks. It's past overdue to talk about Cody Rhodes. It's past overdue to talk about Vince McMahon. Everything that's going on over there in the wrestling world. We gotta get to it all out, right? Folks, so let's go ahead and get these birthday shout outs continue, right? I want to say happy birthday to Jamie Joy. I also want to say happy birthday to Siobhan, right? Kenyon. Hope that's I pronounced your last name right. Right? Siobhan happened to be one of the coordinators that was at Connecticut School of Broadcasting. I'm trying to remember it was while I was there or if it was after I graduated. Because I feel like halfway in between. Did we switch up halfway in between? Can't remember. But definitely want to say happy. Want to say happy birthday to Siobhan. Also want to say happy birthday to Steve O'Flattery, right? Steve O, what's going on, Pippin? One of the people from the boys from Brooklyn. Met him on the Brooklyn Cafe, and as you guys know me, I'm Brooklyn's forgotten son. I'm Brooklyn's favorite son. So it was inevitable who's gonna bump heads. You know what I mean? Happy birthday to Steve-O. Happy birthday to you. I'd like to get you guys on the podcast one of these ways as well. I know you still got your things popping over there. You know what I mean? We need to work out that opportunity if we can. Then let's move on, right? Let's move on to Sunday. Because Sunday had so many different kinds of implications for so many. Like, put it this way. It was very hard pressed that you weren't celebrating something on Sunday. So if you weren't celebrating a birthday to Rachel Perry Holly, right, or celebrating a birthday for Natalie Cologne, right, the instructor of Yoga of My Eye, then you may have been celebrating Juneteenth, or you may have been celebrating Father's Day, because all of that shit happened on the 19th. So you had some reason to celebrate, and I'm just gonna default it and say that you were celebrating Rachel's and Natalie's birthday. Rachel is a battle buddy of mine. It's an army sister of mine. You understand? Like we still talk to this day. I ain't gonna listen. I'll keep it a buck with you guys. When we first met each other, we weren't quite fond of each other. But you know how that Brooklyn shit go. To know me is to love me. Like, ain't too many people, right, that have gotten to know me that don't like me. You know what I mean? It's one of those things. Right? So to know me is to love me. And that's exactly what happened. That we got, you know what I mean? We got to know each other, and the love is love, you know, all day long. So definitely shout out to her, happy birthday to her, but also shout out to her husband and to the little ones as well, right? Natalie Cologne, right? My homegirl that I've met since I've been down here in Florida, probably within like the first 3 to 6 months of me moving to Florida. So I've known her since 2006 now, like a full 16 years. When I met her, she was a young type. She was 19 years old. She's 35 now. God damn, you old. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to put the whole sequence out there, but shit, you an old motherfucker. She hold it up though. She got them Spanish jeans, right? Oh, I knocked something over. She got them Spanish jeans, so you know that you know for a big fact that she's holding up real sturdy like. But you guys have heard Natalie Cologne already. You've heard her here on the podcast with us. She's been here several times. She's been here for years, right? And if you guys have known that you guys have been able to book yoga sessions for her if you were in the New York area. Well, now you guys have lucked up, and she is not just in the New York area anymore. She is relocated down here to South Florida. So if you're looking to book yourself a private session with Natalie Cologne from Yoga of the Eye, you can now book sessions with her locally if you are down here in South Florida, folks. Yes, that is now a thing, and that is something that we are going to be able to start being able to give to you. Who just got engaged? She's not in Florida anymore. Oh, you're talking about Jamie. Gotcha. And then we got the birthdays for today, right? I want to say happy birthday to Chris Baker, right? Chris Baker happened to be a young man that I don't want to call him something of a young man. He was probably only like 6-7 years younger than me at the time. I guess that's young man enough, right? But one of those young men that came to work for me a long time ago when I used to be one of the HR managers, hiring managers, and training managers for a warranty sales company. Listen, back then love was love, because I did everything to get all these little motherfuckers, all these little niggas in school. I was like, yo, let me give you guys opportunity to put some money in your pocket. You know what I mean? And not for nothing, like those young kids, like some of them came there just thinking it was gonna be a quick in and out thing. They end up staying there and end up building great work ethics, and I still see them and I follow them to this day. And I see the kind of adults that they've turned themselves into. And it's been a hell of a thing. I'm talking like people like Chris Baker, people like Caitlin, people like Fan, right? Right, people like Fan and a slew of others. Shanice, rest in peace. You know what I mean? Right, a bunch of them that developed that young work ethic back then when they were selling with us, right? So definitely want to say happy birthday to Chris Baker. I see you, Pimpin'. I see you. I definitely see you. And also I want to say happy birthday to Blake Bowman. Blake Bowman, I have had the pleasure over the last, how long has it been now? Shit, check it for real. I know it's not been 3 years. I feel like it's been a little bit longer than 3 years. But let's go all the way back to, hold on. Alright, we're going all the way back to 2018. Yup. So I've had the privilege of working with Blake. I thought it was like I thought it was somewhere close to like 5 years. But I was like, damn, 5 years? That feels a little too long. I didn't feel like it was 2017. But I've been working with Blake Bowman now coming on about 4 years now. I've had the pleasure of announcing him to the ring with Platinum Pro Wrestling and announcing the different monikers that he's had when we're talking about whether he was part of the doubles division champion of Cash and Flash or whether he was Mr. Wrestler number 3. Like, you understand, like, regardless of what persona he did, like, he put on, he was always one of the top judges and also one of the most entertaining people in the ring to see as an indie wrestler, right? Well, it's a wrestler, period. My bad. Alright? I didn't mean to say it like that. That's like, yo, you sound really smart for a black guy. That's what I said. Yo, he's really good for an indie wrestler. No, he's just good, period. My bad, Bippin'. My bad. We see Aaron Judge up onto the mound right now. Get ready to take a swing at the bat. The Yankees fucked up with this one. Like, the new Yankees fucked up when it came to Aaron Judge. Because if this was the old Yankees, that motherfucker would have had a 10-year contract already. I'm telling you right now, if this was the old Yankees, he would have a 10-year, $350 million contract, a 10-year, $400 million contract, a 10-year, $380 million contract. If this was the old Yankees. But these new Yankees, they want to play around with the numbers, and you know, let me not get the birthday. Let me not fuck up the birthday shot. So I'm telling you guys. Baseball was really one of my first loves out there. That's the reason on any given time I go left field like this. That's why I get so distracted so easily. Because baseball is my first love. And between swings, like, you can get a lot of shit out. So let's go ahead and swing for these fences and finish up these birthday shout-outs, right? So that's happy birthday to Jamie, and to Siobhan, and to Joe, and to Steve, and to Rachel, and to Nat, and oh, let's not forget, happy Juneteenth, and to the fathers of the world, happy Father's Day, happy birthday back to Blake, and also Chris, out to you too. I want to say happy birthday. We hope you party hard, we hope you enjoy everything, we hope you regret nothing, but more importantly, hope you get your weekend at Birdie's on, because the weekend just passed, and you continue to stay MyT. Whew. Now that we got the party out of the way, right? Because yeah, it's your birthday. They said it's your birthday. It's your birthday, it's your birthday, it's your birthday, it's your birthday, because it's it's your birthday. We sing happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. I'm feeling myself. 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 But you go ahead. I'll go out there and you enjoy every bit of your birthday. Birthdays were made for enjoyment, and you should go out and enjoy every bit of it. And part of the reason why I'm also happy about this too, because this is just about the end of Gemini season. Which by the next time we pop up here on the podcast, folks, it's officially Cancer season, which means my birthday is less than a month away. And if you know how my birthday celebration go down, you understand you're about to smell a whole lot of what MyT is cooking. Ooh-wee. We get it on and poppin'. We get it on and poppin'. And my boy Chill would like to say, DJ MyT, stop that beat. Cut the beat. Oof. Ooh. Had to get the birthday shout out the way. I'm gonna go ahead and end this. Doing a lot over here. Got the bomb going. I got a cup full of liquor. But also I got a beer that my mom brought for me from my brother's crib. Like, hey, tell yo, what kind of family love is that, right? My brother got a fridge full of beer, alcohol, and liquor that he don't drink. Right? So really what happens is that at any given time that I want, if I really need something to drink, right? And let's say, yo, I ain't got no money, whatever. But I need and I got something to drink. I just head over to the broski's house and shit's all taken care of. You know what I mean? Thank you. And I didn't even go over there this time. Like, it was Mom Dukes that hopped over there. She was like, yeah. You know what I mean? And she came by, she swang by my way. And she was like, yeah, I was by your brother's. Got you a beer. Like, thank you. Now you talking my language. And I ain't gonna lie. So since I'm over here singing Drake songs and shit, right? I had a chance to start listening to that Drake album. I hear the fact where everybody says that it may be a little en fuego. But I'm gonna tell you this right now. That album reminds me of like Kanye's 808 album in a weird way, right? Where it's not a kind of album that you're going to listen to before you go to the club. Right? It ain't the typical album that you're going to listen to get yourself hyped up. The typical. Because I know some people that get hyped up to slow music. This is the kind of music that you listen to before you go to the cigar lounge, though. It is the kind of music that you listen to, right, when you're just there sitting back, burning some incense, and you got a big head spliff in your hand. You're like, you know what, I'm going to sit back and relax for right now and just read a book. You play that shit. You play that shit when you play that album when you want shorty to relax and stop the twerking and start the whining, if you know what I mean. It's a good album. It is. It ain't your hype music album. It's that 808 shit. That 808 of heartbreak shit. It's that, let me sit back, put on my smoking jacket, and relax outside on the porch. And I'm not even gonna be upset when the neighbor's kids get their ball, kicks their ball onto my lawn. It's not even gonna upset me this time. I'm good. I'm good right now. I'm just gonna nod my head and raise my glass at you. And you're gonna quickly grab your ball and run off because you know that I'm being nice this time. It's because of that Drake. I'm just saying. It's a nice album. Now, it's funny because I had to listen to it. I ain't gonna lie, I have to ask you guys, how the fuck do you guys listen to new music these days? I've realized for the last probably 12 years, I have missed out on a lot of music because I have no clue how to listen to new music anymore. I'm dead ass. Because I don't buy my music anymore, I have no clue how to listen to new music. See, I used to be the guy that used to buy an album. I used to buy CDs all the goddamn time. Yes, I just cracked over myself a nice Yingling. Like, that's how much my brother loves me. Because the only reason why my brother has Yingling in his crib. Happy Father's Day, bro. The only reason why, and I apologize for anybody I didn't wish Happy Father's Day to. Father's Day isn't really a big recognizable holiday for me because my father was a piece of shit, right? So, like, forgive me, right? So because of that, like, it doesn't really register on my radar. But I have a lot of dope ass father figures that I've had in my life, and I know a bunch of dope ass fathers too, right? My whole crew is fathered up now. Like, you know what I mean? The fucking immediate brew crew is all fathered up. Lou Darnell and fucking Johnny. Happy birthday to all three of you motherfuckers. Monica, you know what I mean? Babied up and shit. Happy birthday. Well, I mean, not happy birthday. You got yours on Mother's Day. I'm sorry, Monica, but you like one of them. You like you know what I'm saying. You one of the homies. That's little sis right there. She gonna smack the shit out of me. Oh yeah, that's a good beer right there. Damn, that was good. But yeah, I used to be that kind of motherfucker that used to buy CDs, right? All the time. New CD drops, I'm there. Right? It normally never took me. Let's put it this way. If there was a CD that I really wanted, it probably never took me more than 30 days to go get the new one. Once I started burning CDs, same thing. Probably took me no more than 30 days to find a way to get a copy of it, right? But I was still a big CD buyer because. Okay, Juan Carlos Stanton getting a nice little chase down. Yankees are still up 1-0, bottom of the 6th. I remember the first time I saw Juan Carlos Stanton's name, I could not pronounce that shit at all. But also, not for nothing, if I remember correctly, when he first came into the league, he wasn't being called Juan Carlos Stanton. That wasn't his full name. He didn't have all of that shit in his name. His name was just like Juan Carlos or something like that. Or Carlos Stanton or something. Like, he didn't have all three of his names. He was only going by like 2 of them shits when he first came into the league. And then he added the other one in there, was like, nah, I'm fully Spanish. At least let me use one of my other 6 names. Oh, man. So, back to the lecture I had, right? Because perfection is perfected, so we let them understand. From a young Potter perspective. So, when I stopped really buying and burning CDs, I kind of lost touch of how to get them. And I don't pay for subscriptions anymore. Right? I did for a while. I paid for Spotify. I used to pay for Tidal. Had to give Jay-Z some love and support. Never paid for Pandora. I think the only time I've ever paid for was Spotify and Pandora and Tidal. I don't think I ever paid for any of the other ones. That beer's about to come back up. Yeah, hope y'all ready for this. It may be thunderous. I'm just warning you guys now, because I can feel it bubbling. And there you have it. I warned you. If you listen to the rear of the podcast, like, I warned you, and I told you that this is a live podcast. I'm the one take wonder. I don't edit these podcasts. We do these shits in one take and one take only. Like I said, first, let me correct myself, because I don't know if I'm the very first, but I'm telling you, I'm damn near close to being one of the first live podcasts in the business. I don't edit my shits. Let me tell you, I do all my own stunts. You understand? If I did edit my shit, I'd be doing all my own editing. But all the sound that's ready for the podcast, I correct all that shit. The sound is the commercials, not all of the videos, because Fluffy just made me some shit. Shout out to Fluffy again. Make sure you guys go listen to the Dopish Podcast Network. Cause Fluffy be hooking me up. Fluffy be just looking at my shit and be like, you know what, here, I got some better shit for you. Like, thank you, Reggie. Appreciate it. Yeah, so for the last 12 years, for the last dozen years, easily, I got to say that I don't know how to listen to new music easily. Now I know I can go on the wall and I can find the album, and I can play a commercial and it'll play me like 4 songs at a time. Title, that shit don't work too easily. Everybody else, that shit don't work. You can do the same thing with YouTube, but you gotta watch all them shits. I'm driving half the time. I don't got time for that shit. But I did get a chance. But I found a way though. I found a way to listen to some tracks of this Kanye. I found a way to listen to this new Drake album, and it was drizzy. It was drizzy. You know, it was pretty nice. Now let me hop off his Grizzly and it was Grizzly and let's get back into the sports, right? Let's get into our MyT topic of the day, folks. And if you've been here before, this is gonna be no surprise what the MyT topic of the day is. Let's get into it.
MyT.
I was supposed to have an explosion with that. Where's my explosion? All right. I guess we're still in playoff mode. Look, can I get?
Shoots a 3-pointer.
There we go. Body for every ring. I think that was right. Yeah, 4 bodies. I likes that. You likes that? I likes that. Having a mighty good time over there. So we just got a double. We just had another double. So now the Yankees have a runner on second. Doesn't look like we have any outs. 1 ball, no strikes. Look like we have Donaldson up on the mound. He's going 1 for 2 at his last 3 at bats. So this is already his fourth time through the rotation. The Mets whooped the Marlins earlier 6-0 as they continue to hold their spot in the National League as the best team in the as the best team in the National League. As the National League's best team. So I'm over here watching this pitch because I want the Yankees to. I want to feel comfortable in this game, and I want the Yankees to go ahead and put another run on the board, just so I can breathe a little bit. Like this 1-0 lead doesn't quite sit comfortably with me. Excuse me. Woo, strike. 2 balls, 2 strikes. That was a nice pitch, even though it was against my dude. Like, you know what I mean? Not my guy. I'm just talking about my Yankee. You know what I mean? Like, he ain't my favorite Yankee. I'm so mad at... You know what, though? That's why you lost, Ime, because you took my girl. That's why the reason why the Boston Celtics lost. Because Ime is fucking my girl. Nia Long. Like, I'm big enough, man, to admit that she left me for another dude that just has better money, that has more money than me. Because it ain't the looks or anything else. Right? Yo, I was so heartbroken when I seen her rooting for the Celtics. And then I got double heartbroken when I found out she was dating Ime. I was like, get the fuck out of here. She's dating this fucktard? Respectfully. I only was saying that because you're dating Nia Long and you're also a Celtics coach. If you weren't a Celtics coach, I wouldn't be saying all of this about you. So just to let you guys know. Just to let you know. It's nothing personal. It's only because you're a Celtic. Okay, look like we got a stolen base on our hands. Now we have a runner on third. But it doesn't matter. Donaldson got caught looking. So he is the first out of the... Ooh, caught him right there on the edge. Alright, so there goes their first out. Still have a runner on third. Up 1-0. First pitch. Heavy swing and a miss. Hicks up on the mound. He's been 1 for 2 in his last 3 at bat. Again, 4th time through the rotation for Aaron Hicks. right, so back to the topics. Right? I told you we've already gone full left field, right? But let's get back to our first topic of the day, and remind you guys that today is officially the day 123 since Brittany Griner has been wrongfully detained in Russia on trumped-up weed charges as they continue to hold her hostage and try to use her as they continue to hold her hostage and try to use her as leverage to try to free some of their what? I just seen a horrible strike call. But I thought did they give him the check or did they give him the swing? Or they called him swinging. Okay, that's what it was. I thought he checked his swing. But no, they didn't give him the check. They give him the swing. Alright. So they've been holding her hostage so they could try to utilize her to leverage freeing one of their illegal arms dealers. Right, and as you know, America doesn't negotiate with terrorists, blah blah blah, this, that, and the third. Doesn't look good for her. But more importantly, let's go ahead and I just hope that you guys can continue to keep Brittany Griner in your thoughts and prayers as she continues to go through that struggle. Over this past weekend, it also happened to be her anniversary, and she was supposed to be awarded a phone call for her anniversary so she can actually finally talk to her spouse, because she hasn't had any phone contact. The only contact they have had so far has been through email, and the details of sending an email means that she has to write a letter that gets reviewed by Russian authority. Then that letter is then passed on to her attorney, and her attorney is able to type up that letter and send it in email form. When she receives emails, it is something similar. Her lawyer prints out the emails. They are reviewed by Russian authority, and then they are given to Brittany. So she hasn't had any phone conversations with many individuals. So this was her over the weekend of Juneteenth and Father's Day weekend. It happened to also be her anniversary, and unfortunately she did not get her one phone call. Now this actually was, I don't know who's to blame here, because the reason that she wasn't able to get her phone call was because nobody was available at the Russian embassy to be able to connect the phone call. Because the niggas is out doing war shit. But at least goes to say that she still is alive, and I guess as safe can be. Again, just continue to keep Brittany Griner in your thoughts and prayers, as Brittany Griner is one of the most decorated women basketball players that we have seen walk the face of the earth. She is not only a champion, she is a 7-time All-Star, she is a 2-time scoring champ, a block leader, 3-time for NBA first team, 3-time in the NBA second team, 2-time defensive player of the year, 3-time defensive first team, 4-time defensive second team, all rookie team, NCAA champion, most outstanding player, AP player of the year, 3-time Big 12 player of the year, 4-time defensive player of the year, high school player of the year. She's been balling since she was a jet. She is a pillar and a staple and a figurehead in the LGBTQ community. The third woman in NBA history to dunk a ball in the game, only behind Lisa Leslie and Candace Parker. It's Lisa Leslie, Candace Parker, Brittany Griner. That's it. That's where it stops. So I asked that we do, I guess, the only thing that we really can do in our particular situation, in this particular scenario, folks. The Yankees were able to drive home that run, folks. It is currently now 2-0. They have 2 outs and a runner on first. Look at this play here. Draymond Green presses the ball up, gives it out to Clay, who gets it back out to Draymond, who gets it back out to to get it back out to Curry, who goes on the curl right. Hezzy's get. Got you. Stop.
There is a reminder
Stop.
for Talon.
Okay, thank you. Gets Hezzy, does a Hezzy, gets Marcus Smart up in the air, relocates. Draymond Green sets a pick, and then he gets off a 3, 81-93, Golden State. And this is right after, technically, right? The Boston Celtics were making, their second, third run of the game. And I think they had just gotten it down to about the closest they had gotten it so far for the whole entire game. I think it was about an 8-point lead right around this time. Maybe 9. He just hit a 3-pointer. And it's a 12-point lead, so maybe it was 9 at this point. But at this point in time, Curry has 27 points already. Game 4 at Boston, they show his 43. Game tonight, 27, 11 for 29, 5 for 9 for 3-point shooting, 7 rebounds. 7 rebounds. See, it's so crazy, right? Stephen Curry gets 10 rebounds or 7 rebounds in a game. He's not stat stuffing. He's just doing whatever it takes to help his team win. Russell Westbrook gets 10 rebounds in the game. Suddenly he's stat stuffing. I'll tell you, man. Like, listen, I'm guilty of it sometimes too. But when you guys get a narrative stuck in your head, right? Or when you guys hear a narrative, because a lot of times it's not your narrative. That's the bad thing about it. So sometimes when you hear a narrative from one of your favorite talking heads, you run with that shit as a gospel. And I understand that you usually find examples and statistics and analytics to help point out any stat that you want to fucking make true. But hey, ease up, squeeze up. You understand what I said? I think that was Darnell just joined. I'll go on Darnell. So let's move on over to Brittany Griner so that we can officially get into a couple more topics. So again, let's just do what most of us, all that we really can do, and that's keep it in your thoughts and in your prayers, and in whatever capacity that you utilize to seek hope. You know what I mean? Like, let's keep her in your thoughts and prayers, and hope that she can make a speedy recovery home. Let's not forget that if you would like to sign a petition to the government in regards to her detainment, and to try to put any additional pressure on them in written form, there is a petition on change.org that you can go ahead and sign as well. If you would like to find yourself buying Brittany Griner gear, you can go to shop that PWRFW, right, and go find Brittany Griner. You'll be able to shop the official store of Brittany Griner as well. Don't quote me on that last website. I ain't gonna lie. Can you hear me now, KJ? Like, in all the places that I'm at, this is the one place he keeps wanting to go to, the behind the scenes camera. Keep door unlocked. When I was first typing, I just left work. Oh. Gotcha. Sorry for everybody that I was fucking with KJ. Made it seem like my the video was frozen. You know, I gave y'all a little bit of dead air. These are like, what the fuck just happened? So let's do something real quick, right? Before we get back into the more goods and things and tings and rings, right? Since we're talking about champions right now, let's talk about how you can perform like a champion every single day of the week, folks. And that is with Blue Chew. What is Blue Chew, you say? I'm glad you asked. Blue Chew happens to be a little blue pill that can get you back your thrill. All you have to do is open up a pack and head straight to the sack. Just a few chews before you do. This little blue pill has the same active ingredients as Viagra and Cialis, so this is one opportunity that you just can't miss, because for a very low cost, you can beat it up like a boss, and she will love how you come through like a champ when you Blue Chew in advance. You're gonna love when I say this very low cost. But listen. She's gonna love how you come through like a champ when you Blue Chew in advance. And if you use this week's promo code of MZZJ, that's Mike, Zulu, Juliet, you be able to get your first order of Blue Chew for free. Yes, folks, for free. With this week's promo code of MZZJ. So listen, go ahead and use that promo code before it expires because these promo codes do expire, folks. So go ahead and get that promo code out, MZZJ, before it expires to get your first order of Blue Chew for free. The only thing you're going to have to do is pay for your shipping and handling. And listen, pay for shipping and handling, folks. It's $5. Take care of your postal workers. You understand? Like they're helping you get through the hard times, whether it's rain, sun, sleet, or hail. They're helping you make her wail. So Blue Chew. Listen, there's really only two instructions when it comes to Blue Chew. You chew it, and then you do it. Whether you want to do it like Lionel Richie all night long, or you want to do it like LL Cool J, we just doing it well. Nothing speaks better than Blue Chew. And for you heavy drinkers out there, Blue Chew cures whiskey dick. So you would be like, I fuck like a champ or when I'm drunk. Not all the time, but you can make sure that you do all the time. With Blue Chew. Woo! And ladies, don't forget, I don't think I forgot about you too. Listen, get yourself a free order of Blue Chew, ladies. And you wonder, why do I need it? Because you're talking to somebody. And you want to make sure that he does all of those things that he is texting you that he's going to do. Right? If that motherfucker say he got a mouth like a fucking hurricane and a stroke game like a jackhammer, but only the hurricanes show up and the jackhammer is broken, you never have to get that jackhammer broken again. All you'll get is that hammer jack with Blue Chew. It'll blow out your back. Alrighty, let's get back into the sports. Having a sporting good time. And don't you guys forget, if you would like to call into the show, you can call into the show through the Podbean hotline, folks. So whatever platform you're currently listening to on now, if it's not Podbean, look in the link. Links are in the bio. You get to that link. You find it where it says the Podbean calling line. You go ahead and you click on that link, and that's how you're able to call into the podcast. I appreciate you typing. I appreciate you liking. I appreciate you commenting. I appreciate you sharing. I also appreciate you guys subscribing so that every time that we go live, you hear that little
Bing bong.
You know what I mean? But let's call it. Let's go ahead and start getting you guys calling in again. I want to hear how you guys feel about this Golden State win. How you feel about Stephen Curry? How you feel about what's going on currently with Kyrie Irving? Everything. We're gonna get into it all, folks, right here today, Monday night, MyT Sports Podcast. Again, I'm watching Game 6 of the NBA Finals. About a minute and a half left in the fourth quarter, which means it is officially time for me to reset the feed and start it all over again pretty soon. For the live game for today, I don't have the NHL Finals going on, which is actually weird. That's since the Rangers have been eliminated, I really don't want to watch. Even though I'm really happy that the Avalanche have been whooping up on the Tampa Bay, whatever they're called now. Lightning. I forgot their name for a second. Seriously, I did. I wasn't just being an asshole. But right now, I have the Yankees game on. And I'm going to tell you something funny. Right? And we'll talk about that when we get there. Maybe I'll talk about it sooner than later. Since I'm already kind of here. I'll try to see if I can stall so that we can give KJ some time to officially get into the building. He said that he's going to be popping up. So, actually, let's get into it right now, right? Do I got a little lighter side of sports music? We got some love to see it. I see that. Can I get some lighter side of sports? Or is that too much to add? And not for nothing, right? If we talk about the lighter side of sports, right? We should honestly reserve that whole entire segment for Stephen Curry, right? I feel like we should. Because it don't get much lighter than the chef, the golden child himself, Stephen Curry. Give me something else. Anything else. Give me. No, see, even the go hard or go home, right? That's almost. It's weird. All of these segments that I have, right? Go hard or go home. You know what? I think I know what we're gonna do here. Since they're playing the Tampa Bay Rays, let's get a little Florida man music. And I'm gonna tell you why. I have to go with the Florida man music. A championship was just won. I feel weird using the lighter side of sports music when the champion is the golden child himself, Stephen Curry, along with his splash brother, Klay Thompson. Right? That is the definition of the lighter side of sports. And they just had a parade, lighter side of sports. But also, I can't really play the go hard or go home, right, music for these guys because for the baseball I'm about to talk about, because go hard or go home applies to Game 6 of the NBA Finals. Aaron Judge up again, swing and a miss. Aaron Judge is 0 for 3 today. Ugh. Right? So that makes it difficult for me to want to play the go hard or go home. But also then the love to see it segment of the week. If the Golden State Warriors isn't the love to see it, like I feel like regardless of what avenue I tried to go down to try to find a different segment bed to play for this segment that I want to talk about right now, all of it is better suited in my head meant because you guys wouldn't have known any of this if I didn't explain this to you. I'm taking you behind the camera. I'm taking you behind the scene a little bit, right? And you know how neurotic I am about what the fuck I want to play. Aaron Judge, 2 balls, 1 strike. So I guess the easiest way for me to go is to play the Florida man music. But also later on, I may want to play a game show with you guys. And if I play a game show with you guys, I love the Florida man music for that game show. Man, we're going to have to make a split decision right here. And you guys want to yo, find something already and play that shit, B. Because I'm tired of hearing, okay, I get it. I don't know which one I want to play. Nah, fuck it, I know which one.
Love to see it segment of the week. Give me that shit. Love to see it. Love to see it.
Alrighty, folks. So, funny, right? So I'm going to talk some baseball with you guys. And it's funny that we're talking baseball. Because we all know, and I don't know if it's because the NBA Finals and I'm was more of a basketball fan, right? That for no reason did baseball even pop up on my radar. And I feel weird. I feel guilty. I feel a little dirty for this because I hear myself saying this. Right? That baseball really can't even really matter to me right now while basketball is going on. Like it don't matter who's who's playing right now, who's in the finals, who's in the playoffs. Like I am more locked into basketball than I'll ever be baseball. But also I'm also the person that one basketball see this is why you have to talk yourself through shit sometimes. I'm also the same person that once basketball starts,
I am no longer fully committed to football either. I can't wait till basketball starts so I can actually stop watching so much football. I'm a basketball head. It's what I am. And I realize that for the most part that baseball really hasn't mattered to me at all. For the better part, I haven't thought about it at all really this year. And it's weird. And I'm going to tell you, and the reason why it's weird is because as it currently stands, well, we're getting up and close and personal right now, right? How you doing over there? As it currently stands, the New York Yankees, or New York period, owns baseball. As it is currently constructed, New York is the best thing in baseball. Period. Not the New York Yankees, not the New York Mets. New York, period. The New York Mets are the best team in the National League with a record of 45-24 with a winning percentage of 65. They have a 6-game lead in their division alone. And that's over the Atlanta Braves, who are 38-29. And that 38-29 is only better than the Los Angeles Dodgers, who they're about a half a game ahead of. Dodgers have a record of 40-25. And then we have the Yankees, who have a record of 49-17. They've won, and they're about to be 50-17. They've won 75% of their games. And I'm going to tell you, and I'm going to still tell you, right, that it's weird, and as much of a basketball fan I am, you would have thought that with both of these teams flourishing as much as they are, and this isn't just right now. This isn't recent. This didn't just happen as Aaron Judge now steals a base. Right? They've been the two best teams all year. You would have thought I would have watched more. And I'm not going to lie to you. Even I was sitting here thinking, you know what, T? I don't think you really like baseball like that anymore. Because I know it's hard for you to watch a baseball game and stay awake, right? Whether it's in live, whether you're watching on television, whether it's live, whether you're sitting, whether you're working the cameras or whether you're it's hard. I get it. But here I am thinking to myself, right? Like really, I'm criticizing myself. I'm talking to myself, having full-blown conversation with myself. Yo, T, what's going on, self? You's a cool nigga. I know it was you when nobody knew who pulled the trigger. You know, it's always over a hoe. What? You know it's always some dope. What? Could've swore it was over a hoe. Man, it ain't my style. Man, you stay frontin'. Man, I ain't gonna say nothing. Yeah, got some weed. Go ahead, smoke it. Go ahead, drink it. Go ahead and fuck Shorty. You know I can keep a secret. I don't know how many times I've watched this fucking. It was a good national anthem. I ain't gonna lie. Fran Rogers did a good national anthem. He really did. But goddamn, I'm tired of hearing it. I ain't gonna lie. That may be the only part of the game 6 that I don't like listening to anymore, right? Because I've heard it so many times. The national anthem, and I ain't gonna lie, it choked me up a couple times. Like I was like, yo, this is a good rendition. I may have been a little fucked up, but I was like, oh, this is a good rendition. Yo, he killed that shit, right? I may have even been singing in the bathroom earlier today when I heard it on again. But I am getting tired of hearing it. Also, I get tired of hearing the Golden State Warriors owner talking about these two kids winning a championship in the garden. Like, shut the fuck up. Like, the first time I heard him say that shit, I wasn't even looking at the TV. That shit made my head pop up like I wanted to smack the shit out of him instinctively. And it's happened every single time. Every single time I hear that part, I'm like, I just want to smack the shit out of you right now. I think that's how much I hate Boston. Fucking bean pie eating motherfuckers. Fuck all you guys. And fuck Tom Brady. Actually, you know what? He's not even here right now. But you know what though? Anytime Boston takes an L, that is also an L for one Thomas T. Brady. So, in respect of Tom Brady, I want to say,
I'm from New York, and you know what? Tom Brady's a fucking bitch.
this is how it is. That's just how it is. And to make sure that we give something to a little bit of all of our listeners out there, because I know there's at least one person that will appreciate this that's listening.
Yo, you thought Trae Young was still good, right? Fuck Trae Young! Fuck Trae Young! Fuck Trae Young! Fuck Trae Young!
Is Trae Young and Marcus Smart from the same school? I don't know why that just popped in my head. Are they both from Oklahoma? From OU? Huh. I'm trying to remember. Where Trae Young went to. I feel like he went to OU. Oh, did he go to Texas Tech? And if he didn't go to Texas Tech, now I'm trying to figure out who the fuck am I confusing him with. Man, speaking of OU and Texas Tech, the NBA draft is days away, folks. You understand? We are 3 days away from the NBA draft. So when we do our show on Friday, we would fully know who's going to be the next line of superstars and who is the next addition to try to help your team win a chip. Let's see, he went to OU. Yeah, so okay, so him and Marcus Smart did go to the same school. Because Marcus Smart was in OU when he slapped that fan up in the stands, right? See, it was then that y'all should have realized this is a different breed of athlete coming out of school nowadays. Marcus, that's what you should know. Like Marcus also ain't the kind of dude to fuck with. Yo, he smacked up a fan, right, and still got drafted by Boston of all places. They were like, yeah, we like that kind of attitude. We like a Malice in the Palace kind of motherfucker. Come here, boy. Come on, be in my winning team. They'll be back. That's the part that sucks. They'll be back. But let's continue to go left field. I'm watching these baseball games, right? I'm watching these. I'm talking to myself, and I'm talking about these baseball games, and I'm thinking to myself, like, damn, T, you haven't really watched enough baseball this year. I'm like, do you dislike baseball that much? But it came to realize I don't really hate baseball that much. I actually just love basketball that much more than any other sport. That as long as basketball is on, I really don't give a fuck what other sport is on. Like basketball, like the season is over, I'm looking forward to the draft. Then I'm looking to free agency. Then I'm looking to the basketball tournament. Then I'm looking forward to summer league. You give me as much basketball as I can get before I am forced to watch nothing but football and baseball. That's who I am. Give me all of that shit. College basketball, fucking, like, you understand? I wish this me had this much love just for everything basketball, because maybe I wouldn't hate LeBron James so much. Maybe I would have been a lot more accepting of it when they played LeBron James's game over one of my Knicks game, but I had to stay up to 3 o'clock in the morning to watch his game overseas. Maybe. But now I'm here for all of it. Like I wanna find a way to catch the African League games. All of it, B. WNBA games, it's here too. All of it. So I realized it's more about my love for basketball. And the reason why I thought that I didn't love baseball anymore, I couldn't even like baseball anymore, the way I thought I did, and I don't love it that much anymore. But I did realize I watch it a whole lot more now. I just ended up realizing, and the reason why I thought it had gotten toxically bad that I had to have a talk with myself is because the Yankees and the Mets are both the two best teams in the league, and I've barely watched 10 games combined of them all season. until the NBA playoffs. And it's more towards the end of the NBA playoffs when they start having more breaks in between. I catch myself like, damn. Like, you ain't really watched nothing. But then I realized, you know what? When there was breaks in the playoffs, after I finished watching the NHL Finals or the Eastern Conference Championship, and the Rangers got eliminated by the Lightning, I haven't really watched the NHL Finals, so I kind of scooted right over to baseball, and I've been watching baseball kind of since then, as well as the last game of the NBA Finals. I've had this game on nothing but repeat. I've seen this so many times. I've heard the commentary so many times. Like, you understand, I'm pretty sure that there's portions of this game that I can regurgitate like it was a fucking Shakespearean play. And they got it. Fucking bitch ass. Sorry. That may be the only hate I can even throw the Golden State Warriors way, is the way their owner said the Garden. I can't stand that shit. But also,
Tom Brady's a fucking bitch.
Because
I'm from New York, and you know what? Tom Brady's a fucking bitch.
So I really thought that I must not love baseball the way I do anymore. Because if I can't watch Aaron Judge makes a play at the wall and keeps the runner at first, this is why this man is going to get his max contract. The Yankees played themselves by not giving him a contract to begin this season. Not only is he probably going to be he's probably going to get the home run record this year. You see how he still played in the outfield. He's going to lead his team to at least an American League championship by the way things are looking. And they didn't take advantage of playing him last year. And now, what's going to happen? I got to get that drop now. What did DJ Kelly say? Yesterday's price is not today's price. They're going to have to pay on average, at bare minimum, an extra $5 million more per year than what he was asking for. And I wouldn't be surprised if they have to pay him now an extra $10 million. Don't let them fuck around and win a World Series. Let them fuck around and win a World Series. Oh, and can I tell you, every day I'm hustling. I sit here and I pray to my deity of hope that, can I get another Subway Series? Please. As I see Otis Porter miss his first three-pointer of the game. Score still 2-2. I'm going to give you a play-by-play on that shit like it's the first time we're watching it. So, it's weird, right? I'm going left field real quick. I don't want to tell my coworkers that I have a podcast because I don't want them watching me. So I just kind of when they ask me what do I do sometimes at night, I just told them that I just sit around and talk. I was sitting around talking sports with my friends. Because that's literally what I'm doing here. Right? That's what listen, I can consider us friends, right? We're friends. Right? That's literally what I'm doing. I'm sitting here talking sports with my friends. Like, granted, I'm a long-winded motherfucker and I'm talking for about 3 fucking hours. This is all you guys' fault. Let's let you guys know. All them times we were sitting there talking sports. He was like, yo, all that shit you talking about sports, why don't you go and do that shit for real? And I was like, you know what? I should go ahead and do that shit for real. I am pretty good at this motherfucker. Oh, shit. I just seen our senior Cleveland correspondents pop up in the building. CLE_chill will. Bra, 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 bra. Booyaka, booyaka. Listen, whenever I see him call up into the line, I'll play his intro and get him in here. But yeah, so I was really sitting here battling with myself thinking, you know what? I don't think you like baseball at all anymore in any capacity. But I'm saying that to myself as as I'm looking for a baseball game to watch. That's what that's what I'm saying to myself. But then also something else I realized pissed me off about this year, right? And it made me realize I am as very much so as a baseball fan. Well, let me not over exaggerate. I am very much so a fan of baseball still, and I can still sit around and watch baseball games. And
Stop.
wait.
You don't be sitting around watching baseball.
And here he
You don't
comes.
watch
See.
Cuz, you be capping, man.
You see
I
how he came in
know
here?
this ain't-
You see how he came in here
I
spitting
be
hot shit?
knowing.
Drop takes, don't
See,
you?
that's what he did.
Drop takes,
People here
don't
dropping
you?
takes.
Yes, sir!
Well, if you gonna drop takes, you might as well go ahead and drop them exhibitiously.
Black folks, first of all, don't watch
This is
baseball.
for you.
Black folks don't watch baseball.
Listen, I was here telling
Only
us.
black folks that watch baseball are over 60 years old, and they're black folk. They're over 60 years old and they're male. Don't nobody watch baseball, bro, unless it's the playoffs maybe and your team is in it. Nobody watching baseball, bro.
So,
What's your you the Yankees?
yes, I'm a New Yorker.
Well,
Period.
You may right. So you may.
No.
watch a little bit.
No, actually, I don't. See, this I have to get back to the story now. I'm glad you said that. I'm actually real glad you said that. So also something else pissed me off, and it's what gets said about Yankees fans a lot, right? And I'm gonna leave that little nugget hanging there before I get fully into it. So, but I realized that I'm criticizing myself for not watching enough baseball as I'm looking for a baseball game to watch. And part of the reason I was criticizing myself, right, and beating myself for not watching baseball, because I'm like, yo, New York owns baseball right now. We own baseball. American League, National. You understand? I'm gonna tell you this right now. As a New Yorker, there's
Who
one.
won last year?
What's that?
Who won the series last year? Houston?
Atlanta did.
Atlanta. Oh.
Yes, that's
I
the
mean,
reason.
Houston before that.
Don't remind us.
So what you own again?
Huh?
So what the Yankees own again?
They are number 27
They own number 27. What?
championships.
They're 27. They got 27 championships.
Yeah.
That's some horrible shit, man. Who wants to watch that? That's why people don't watch baseball.
Okay, so let me get back into my story, right? So as I'm criticizing myself, right, for not watching enough baseball, I'm realizing I'm saying this to myself as I'm looking for baseball games to watch. But part of the reason I started beating myself up was because I'm looking at it like, yo, New York, the Mets and the Yankees are the two best teams in baseball, and yet you've probably seen 10 games combined before the NBA playoffs started. And I really didn't start really watching more baseball probably until the NHL Eastern Conference Championships are over and the Rangers were eliminated. But here I am, sitting around looking for baseball.
Tom, I'm trying to let you tell your story, bro. But you keep saying some shit that I gotta ask, bro. You telling me you was watching the NHL?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
The playoffs. The Rangers were in it. Of course I was watching.
Oh my.
Do I not have a sports podcast? I try to at least peek at everything every once in a while. Okay?
Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that right there. Leave that one alone.
What? I peek into college sport. I peek. I didn't say I go doing cannonballs in these bitches. I say I sit there in a corner with some binoculars on when you open up your blinds and I peek. Okay?
Man, where's KJ? Where's the fellas at?
He's coming.
Where's Mark? Where's KJ?
KJ's on his way. Allegedly. I believe that shit when I see
This
it.
shit's out of hand.
I've been out of hand.
This is out of hand.
I've been out of control. There's no rules. This is why I kept my own platform, because there's no rules. I can't be bounded by the man. Okay, no. Like I said, it was weird. Like I said, I'm criticizing myself for not watching baseball as I'm going to watch baseball. But I realized part of me has no interest in baseball really while basketball is on. But now that basketball is off, I catch myself now looking for more baseball. And I'm gonna tell you what, even surprisingly, now that I'm working from home, right? I was looking to find out what time the Yankees and the Mets are gonna be playing. Little to my surprise, the Mets were playing in the middle of the afternoon, and I'm like, you know what? What a delight! This is kind of refreshing. I can see why they have baseball games now in the middle of the afternoon. Not only is it for these old motherfuckers but yo, for all these at-home working motherfuckers now, like, you know how nice it is to have a baseball game just going on in the background? It's actually kind of refreshing. So, I'm saying all to say, like, I realize I'm going to be watching a whole lot more baseball than I probably have in a while now. One, because I'm going to be at home working from home. And if I'm working from home, I'm always going to want to have something like some kind of sports going on. Like I said, I'm going to let you know between now and the start of the next year, I'm probably going to watch Game 6 100 times. Easily. It's going to be on repeat probably for the next month. But everything else I'm going to watch outside of that. Right? And I honestly, I can't, like, I look forward to being able to catch more baseball games. Now, the other thing I needed to address, right? Because the one was a self-reflection thing. Like, it was a conversation I was having with myself. Like, I was having a coming to baseball moment with myself. Right? Well, during this coming to baseball moment journey with myself, I came across a path. And on this path, I kept on running across the individuals that, and granted, there is a small fan base that this does apply to. But I don't think this applies to the majority of fans this year. Right? Where, damn, the Tampa Bay Rays fucking tied the game. Shit. Bottom of the 8th. Deuces. 2 outs for the Rays. Man on first. Little fat chubby motherfucker on the mound. Little fat chubby Asian motherfucker on the mound with no ass. Pause. I'm sorry. I don't know why, like how that popped out like that. Pause again. Double pause. I be wildin'. Fuck you. I have no... Listen, there are moments in my life... There are moments in my life where I throw away all common sense that I have and I just have fun. I just go off the fun moment.
So this is fun to you.
That's funny. That Asian people have no ass? That all Asian people have no ass?
Listen, I'm
B,
done.
come on now. All of them? Okay, not all of them. 99% of them? Like, how is this possible? Sorry. It's just something that I noticed. Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
So you want to be hardcore? What you had to the back?
He walked in the worst time he could walk in. He walked in the worst possible point. But this timing is the best and the worst timing.
Nah, it's great timing because he's a Yankees fan too, so he could talk. He could speak on this.
Oh, whoo! See, them niggas is teasing me this year, dog.
So
them niggas is doing me like a bitch who you take out, and all of a sudden you think you about to get some, and you still gotta worry about if you really gonna get some.
See, I think KJ.
Why y'all not a Mets fan?
Mets?
I didn't like the font.
What? He said, "Well, I'm not a Mets fan."
It's a good question because orange and blue is my shit. I didn't like the font.
What?
It's the only reason why I'm not a Mets fan. I didn't like the font.
I don't care about that. I'm still stuck on the fact that he just asked me why I'm not a Mets fan.
Well, you came up when the Yankees were great. See, when I came up, the Yankees weren't great.
It didn't
The Mets
matter.
It does.
No, it does
See,
not.
you people don't
No, it does not.
will.
No, it does not. Because I had a family who was already all over the Yankees.
But the Yankees was great in the 90s. What do you mean?
Exactly. You forget how old KJ is? Sometimes?
I'm saying they was great in the 90s and they was great in the 2000s.
They weren't great in the 80s. In the 80s, it was the fucking Mets with Darryl Strawberry and Dwight Gooden.
For what? 2 years in the
They
late
wouldn't ring.
80s?
Listen,
2 years in the late
They didn't win
80s?
no ring though.
they were better than the Yankees when I was in that age of looking like
I know how the Yankees
yeah,
work.
like in the five.
But,
Yeah,
see, but this is how sorry the Mets are. They get 2 years in the late 80s, and now, like, oh, the Mets were all this. The Yankees had 2 good years in the 80s, too.
with Darryl Strawberry and Dwight Gooden. That's what did it for me. I was like,
problem.
yo, that used to bug me out. Because I loved Darryl Strawberry.
Right
I
here,
loved Darryl Strawberry.
This right here
because
is
you know
the
why?
exact motherfucking reason why the Mets suck.
How you lose those 2 guys to the Yankees? And then they don't do well enough and they go back to the... Like, that was the weirdest shit ever. Like, that don't get spoken about enough. That's like getting divorced from your wife and then your wife starts dating a dude and you date that dude's ex-wife.
I can think of a scenario that's like that
I-
as of right now.
I-
A basketball scenario that's like that right now.
That's weird like that. Like, where the fuck? Like, that's only niggas with money. Like, that's some I got. Like, that's niggas with money shit. That's what trying to keep it in the bloodline shit.
You mentioned that, and the whole time I'm thinking, isn't that what's going on in LA, and isn't that what's going on in Brooklyn?
Wait, no, it's going on. Wait, it's not going in LA.
Yeah, it is.
It's going on.
Yeah,
in,
it is. Yeah, it is.
In LA.
Yeah, it is.
With who?
Westbrook and Braun. Remember, they played musical. You take my bitch, I take your bitch.
Oh, I was talking about Del Curry. I was talking about the Currys. Del Curry and his Stephen Curry's mom and dad.
Let them grown folks do what the fuck they want to do.
That's why I said, see, they're doing money shit. That's old money shit.
They probably swingers. They was probably linking up the fuck already.
That's see, I find that weird, right? Like,
I'm telling you.
like this whole entire
They
time,
was
you
already
guys
linking
been
up.
sitting across the table from each other, and this never really came out like, hey, yo.
Because it's like, you're not telling me that all of a sudden you wanted to get in them drawers. Y'all exactly when y'all split wanted to get in the drawers of the same couple.
Like
You're not gonna tell me that there were no link ups where y'all was switching up and say, ooh, Del was like, ooh, damn, this shit actually does feel good.
Or you know what? They already linked up together, but it already happened. They were at each other's crib during a Christmas party or whatever, having like one of them holiday dinners. One of the other spouses got a little too drunk, and the other one was getting smashed in the kitchen while the other two were fucking asleep. And when they went to the bedroom, those other two woke up and realized like, oh, our fucking spouses already fucking. We about to fuck here in the living room and then act like we were sleeping the whole time.
Basically,
it happens every day. Like
But
niggas
that's
get
the
shot every
subject
day,
of these
B.
niggas. They teasing the hell out of me.
So
right now.
let me finish talking about the Yankees because I feel like KJ may slightly fall into the other category that I'm talking about, right? So I've been on my road to enlightenment of baseball, right? And my Yankees, realizing that given the right circumstances, I am more interested in baseball at more times than others. Now let me get you to the scenario that's particularly revolved around the Yankees, where people always say that, you know what? Yankees fans can't enjoy their season, right? Because it's for them it's championship or bust.
You goddamn right.
You're wrong. See, I thought he was part of that category.
Goddamn right.
No, I could no. I'm gonna finish my sentence. I find that to be a little ridiculous. Why can't I enjoy any of my seasons, right? I can enjoy any season one. Now this season I actually enjoy more than I've enjoyed seasons over the last decade.
That's a fact.
And the reason why I didn't think we had a winning formula. So, when the Yankees are having good seasons and I flat out look at them and like, this shit can't win, I can't enjoy the season because what you doing isn't conducive to putting bling on my fucking finger. But these Yankees,
Oh, okay, I was about to say, you
See?
didn't see a winning formula with
these Yankees, I can be happy about my season. I can enjoy my season because what I am seeing right now is conducive to getting me another chip. I can go all in. I can go bee's knees. I can, what did Klay Thompson fucking say? Holy fucking cannoli, I can enjoy this shit while I fucking strolly a rolly. I can enjoy this season. See? So let me make sure you understand. People like to throw out all these lines. There's conjecture to everything. I couldn't enjoy those past seasons. You're right, I couldn't. Because we was fucking a hamster on a goddamn wheel. We finally got out of the fucking wheel. We was the fucking Nemo. We was the fucking Nemo fuckers in the fucking fish tank. We're finally in the fucking ocean now. That shit wasn't winning form. That shit wasn't winning baseball. Them niggas was talking about, oh, we make it to the playoffs and we'll see what the fuck happens. If it happens, it happens. When you get to it's a roll of the, no, it's not a roll of the dice. You either got to win a team or you don't. You either have a team that's built for winning or you don't. They had a team that was good for the regular season. They had a bunch of right-hand hitters. Like, come on, you realize this? At one point in time, they had a team full of right-hand hitters. You expect me to get happy about that when they're winning? When I can see the fucking writing on the fucking wall? When they don't have their pitching together and I can see the writing on the wall, they're gonna try some fugazi shit and pitch a guy for one fucking inning because this top of their lineup was a fucking lefty? When they're doing dumb shit like that and I know that's turning around their fucking pea brains, why the fuck would I be happy? But this season I'm happy as fucking shit. I'm happy as a pig in shit. Swine me the fuck up. Except for 12. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to be that swined up. So, on my path to the baseball enlightenment of realizing that I can be more engaged in baseball, before I got there, I came across the crossroad that made me have to realize that these motherfuckers that keep saying that, oh, Yankees fan can't enjoy the season, or the Yankees fan that out enjoying this season, those motherfuckers are just miserable as fuck. Because there should be...
There's no reason not to enjoy this season right now.
Exactly.
The only reason is the reason that I'm about to bring up. It's like, hey. This is all nice.
Which is maybe what I talked about earlier. But let KJ take the mic. Go ahead.
Of course, this is beautiful to see. But you know how it is? It's like, hey. This is lovely to see, but don't be doing all this shit. And then you know what? Come October, there's APB out for these bats.
That too.
That's what makes me hesitant. Not support. Like, listen, I haven't paid attention to Yankees baseball this early in the year, in God knows how long.
That may be what I was also saying to myself.
God knows how long, because it's just. They just keep coming. The wins just keep coming and coming and coming. And it's not against just some bullshit competition now. And it's like it's conducive. Like I see them down.
How many series have we lost? Yeah, have we lost a series so far this year?
We haven't lost many.
Haven't dropped. Okay.
We haven't lost many.
If we've lost a series, it's less than it's 2 and under.
It can't be more than like 3 or 4 series.
It ain't more than 2. No, I don't think we've lost more than 2 series.
It wouldn't surprise me. Because most
the only problem we've had is sweeping series. Like, we haven't swept a lot of series.
No, we've swept some series.
No, but we've had a lot of series where we've also just lost one. And one here, one there, one here, one there, one here, one there.
Yeah. We definitely been swept.
So top of the 9th, 3 balls, 1 strike. We got Gleyber Torres up on the mound.
Now, why did you go for that one?
There's nobody on. So top of the 9th, first to top of the 9th.
No outs.
Nobody, no outs. Nobody on base. And Gleyber Torres has been 1 for 3 in his last 4 at bats.
But honestly, what makes me
2 for 4
intrigued with this shit is more so like it hasn't just been the home run.
Thank you.
It's been we get the guys who put the ball like Matt. When we picked up Matt Carpenter, I was like, I like that pickup. That's another guy who could just put the ball in play. That shortstop that we took from the Rangers, a guy who puts the ball in play. Even our regular home run hitters are starting to learn putting the ball in play is okay.
And not just
It's
that.
not, it's not just about swinging for the fences every damn time. But then you have that. The starting pitching is starting to come around. That Nestor Cortez, nigga, hey, that's been a godsend. And then the bullpen behind has been doing a damn thing. Took a little hiccup yesterday in Toronto. That's on Mr. Cole's head and whatnot. But hey, like you said, can't win them all. And to be real, it's for me, it's all about late September and October. That's all this matters. Cause don't give me no 110, 115 wins and then we're losing in the ALDS. I'm not having it. Don't give me that we're losing the ALCS, especially when it looks like all these games gonna have to come through New York.
Definitely want to lose in the ALDS. If we don't make it to the into the championship round.
And I'm not even taking that honestly, because for what the past 5 years, the Yankees, I think it's been 3 ALCSs and 2 ALDSs. Like, come on now.
That's why you can't go anything less than an ALCS. But to continue what I was saying, right? In a way, right? Not just the pitching.
Because right now the only team that we really got to worry about is, you know who. I don't need to say their name.
Yeah. So not just the pitching, right? And not just the hitting, right?
That's what I'm talking about.
Because you said because right now they're doing something that they weren't doing before. Last year it was all home runs. This year it's also contact. Also something they weren't doing last year.
Defense.
Right? Something they weren't doing last year that they're doing this year. Juan Carlos Stanton is able to start in the outfield. So he's no longer a DH. So that frees up a DH spot as well. But also, they're also stealing. We had like no stolen bases last year. This game alone, we stolen 2 bases. Admit that was just for me paying attention. We've stolen 2 bases already this year. In this game.
Another thing that we're doing.
We weren't stealing no bases last year.
Another thing that we're doing, we're not wasting hits. We're not leaving people out there on bases. That's been a major thing that I've noticed the last few years. We got guys in scoring position.
We just left them on base.
Leaving them.
Stranded on the island.
Leaving points.
So that goes to culminate the whole entire thing of why our run count has been so hard. Because we were always getting guys on base, but now we're hitting for any kind of contact. So now we're hitting to advanced runners, right? But also on top of advancing runners, we're which constantly keeps pressure on the pitcher, right? That okay, damn, these guys don't just hit in home runs, but they also put the ball in play. The runners behind you last year, they weren't trying to steal bases. This year, they're going for stolen bases. That's now something else mentally. We were just being too basic. It was like, oh, we can hit home runs. Let's go out there and hit fucking dingers. And if that was the only thing that the pitcher had to worry about. This year, we're making him worry about all aspects of the game. I have to worry about the home run hitter. I have to worry about the base hitter. I have to worry about the stolen base runner. I have to worry about everything. I can't just try to lock in on 9 righties. And now, what do we see? 17 losses, 50 wins. Well, if they get this win tonight, 50 wins. Best team in the league.
By far.
And Mets, number 2 in the league. No, Mets.
Okay, Dodgers are better.
It's okay. The Mets, record-wise, are the second best team in the league. And again, I am happy because every single year, all I want to see is a Subway Series. That's like every single year in football. All I honestly want is Jets versus Giants. That's all I've ever wanted. If there's a team in 2 different leagues from New York that can meet each other every single year, I want them to meet. That's my ultimate fantasy every single year. That's my ultimate matchup every single year. I always want what's the best for New York. I have a favorite. I do. But I always want what's the best for New York. So to ultimately realize, I haven't been disinterested in the Yankees because of not just really being disinterested in baseball. It's just that I just realized that they stopped showing me a winning formula. And because
I call that a strike.
Because baseball isn't I don't have the same love for baseball that I do of basketball. You have to show me something. You have to show me something in baseball for me to be interested. In basketball, I don't give a fuck what you show me. I'm going to watch all 82 games if I can. I'm going to watch all 82 games of the New York Knicks if I can. I don't give a fuck what they're showing me all year. I'm not like, listen, when football season is starting, I'm still locked in. I'm ready. I'm waiting for basketball. Like, I'm that guy. I want, like, so that's what made me realize, like, I did the same thing for football. Once basketball started, I kind of, like, I immediately stopped watching as much football as I needed to. Watched just as much as I needed to get by every week. I was more locked into basketball. And kind of the same thing now. More basketball until, okay, I was forced to watch hockey. And, you know, and then now I got baseball. But I also realized this summer, when we're not podcasting, we'll be taking a break from 4th of July to Labor Day weekend. Don't you guys forget. So from July from the first week of July to the first week of September. Or second week of September, however that falls. Right around draft time. Shit. That's fantasy draft time. And he missed. Come on. Oh, and he fell on his ass.
Bring it home, Donald.
You better. Come on, you better get on your ass. You better get home. Come on, get there. Listen, you already gassed. Good. He got home. Woo. Yankees got one home.
Now that's what I'm talking about. We got runners out there. We not leaving them stranded.
Not at all.
And Hicks got a triple on that shit. Already got the third with one out, so all we need is a pop out.
So,
toast to
my
the
love for that's toast to that. Cheers.
Toast to the Yankees.
So I realized my
oh,
damn, he hurt himself. That's fucked up. So my interest in baseball isn't because I don't love baseball. Or is it because I'm so spoiled of the Yankees? No, the Yankees weren't putting a championship product. Well, maybe that's where I'm spoiled at. If they're not putting what I honestly believe is a championship product on the field, you may not get you're not gonna get my undivided attention because you barely have my undivided attention.
Mm-hmm. I mean, prime example is the team we're playing against right now. Tampa for the last 2 years has been smacking the shit out of us.
They've had our number. They fully had our number.
Fully. I'm talking.
I'm glad we've been beating their ass so far this year.
Some of them games when they come to New York, they literally drub us. Like, embarrassing. I'm like, damn, we gotta see the Rays again? Fuck. These niggas been killing us. But we've been working these. See, in perfect example, Rays. When they, I think it was about a week ago, they came to New York. We swept their ass.
Mm-hmm.
We swept their asses.
And that's what we're supposed to do.
We got that team in Houston after this shit.
Oh God! Oh my God! I hope we fucking
in New York. I'm waiting for that.
I hope we make them bleed their own blood.
I'm waiting for that one.
I'm sorry.
That's a litmus. That's a litmus test. That's gonna tell me what I need to know.
Like I really hope they make them bleed their own blood. I am not like, oh God,
because you know these some of these teams we're playing, like, you know, we're doing what we're supposed to do, but you know there's certain teams that, you know, because teams that you expect them to see come that time. Obviously Houston, that shit's been a thorn in the ass for a minute, and we do to get past them niggas, man, especially in the postseason. Matter of fact, it won't even feel right unless we go through Houston to get to the World Series. It won't even feel. I'm that guy. I want to take out. I'm the nigga, like, nah, I don't want to beat you at your weakness. I want to beat you at your strength. I want to rip your fucking heart out.
Listen, I
want to rip your fucking heart out.
I'm not gonna lie. I would like to go through Houston too. Like, I want to go through all them niggas. I want to go through Houston. I want to go through Boston. I want to go through Tampa. But I don't even know how Boston is doing right now. I don't even know their record. I want to go through all them fucking cocksuckers, all in a row. Yeah, lay them all out and just let us.
Stack them up.
Lay them down. So, I realized this year I'm probably going to also end up watching a lot more baseball than I probably ever watched, and that I've watched in a long ass time too, because I'm working from home. So while I'm sitting,
that's how.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, he glided with that wall.
Yeah.
So while I'm sitting here,
his foot out. That's what it is. He fucked. His knee might be shot.
Or his groin or some shit.
Nah, his knee. Cause I saw how his knee went when he put his foot out with the cleat. Hate to see that. I mean, I don't wish injury on niggas, so it is what it is.
I'm officially over it. It happened.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I ain't feeling. It is what it is. Like I said, you hate to see it, but hey, carry on.
Yep. You know.
Jazz, baby.
Listen, I haven't talked basketball yet because I've been stalling and waiting for you.
My bad.
That's okay. No, it's no bad. My bad at all.
Supervisor duties.
How many? Listen, I've already talked about this on Friday. I've talked about this. I'm talking about it again today. I'm gonna probably talk about it a little bit more on Wednesday, depending. Like you never know what's gonna pop up. The petty tour that they're on, I'm loving it.
Oh, I'm here for it.
But
I am here for it. I support it. Talk that shit. All everybody did is doubt. I think the one thing that annoys me the most is Hicks,
but
you got
you
the
can get home. There we go. 2-run lead. I feel comfortable now. I'm good.
Solid.
You know we gotta get back to the bottom, but still I feel a little bit better.
Of course.
So yeah, I'm gonna watch. I'm gonna say this last, and then we're gonna drop a quick commercial, and then we're gonna move on. Yeah, I'm gonna end up watching a whole lot more baseball because I'm gonna be sitting
It's
right here.
worth
Like, oh, you like the new desk?
Oh yes, I see the upgrade, brother. I see the upgrade, brother.
You see the upgrade, period, right?
New money.
This allows more space.
New money alert.
Whatever, I ain't get no new money yet.
That's lies. That's new money.
I haven't got my first paycheck yet. This is old money.
Hey, it's still money.
This is old money.
Old money is even more rare than the new money.
But because I'm gonna be sitting here, I'm gonna be looking out for a lot of
the you sir, it's on you. You better not Cole.
I'm gonna be catching a lot more daytime games while I'm sitting here.
We'll definitely be watching Garrett
Right.
Cole because I saw that game yesterday in Toronto, nigga. I saw you give them niggas.
But also, I'm gonna be watching games period because when I'm just sitting here just wanting something to go on as the Yankees are on, I'm gonna put that game on now because I believe truly this year that is the year that they're gonna win, and also I want to see Aaron Judge break the home run record. Like,
hey,
yo,
but
they fucked up. Yo, hey, you know you done fucked up, right? Like that's how they should be feeling. That's
what Judge is saying right now.
Oh yeah.
You know you done fucked up.
It's bad. Oh, it's AJ. You should have fucked up, right?
You should have paid me a long time ago. Like now.
Like you said, you was gonna sign this contract in June of 2021. Here we are in June of 2022, and I still haven't gotten. You know you done fucked up, right? I'm about to be the face of baseball and the home run leader of all time, and the single season home run leader. You know you done fucked up, right? Like damn.
That man is playing like a nigga who trying to get his money.
For real. And that's part of, you know what though? That could also be part of the beauty of this season. While we're over here to like, yo, they should have signed him. He could be balling this hard because he hasn't gotten paid. Like he could be going this extra mile. Like, cause listen, I'm not gonna say that we wouldn't have like the best record in the thing, but maybe we would have had 3 more losses. Maybe he has 7 less home runs. You know what I mean? Mate, I'm just saying. Like you see a motivated Aaron Judge. It isn't just a good Aaron Judge. It's a motivated Aaron Judge. I've watched at least that much.
Oh, it's clear as day.
And yo, granted, it's gonna cost them. I said it earlier. It's gonna cost them anywhere between an extra $5 to $10 more million per year because as what's his name, the Arab nigga, as DJ Khaled said, yesterday's price is not today's price.
That was actually a fat joke, but okay.
Still fat Arab nigga. Well, no, he ain't Arab. Sorry, I can't even finish. I can't even. Joe,
it was not me. It was not me.
Joe, we
That's
go from New York.
I'm saying.
You know how we crack
that don't mean shit. He called you an Arab.
You know how
it was not me.
You know how we crack on each other. Right, it's all fun and games. We go way back.
You call a Puerto Rican nigga.
I know. Exactly. I call Louis Mexican. That's my brother. But listen, you know we go way back, right? Ever since the TS.
With crack since the terror squad after your ass.
Listen, ever since the early TS days, me and you go way back. You know I was fucking with you, right? Listen, man, LGP, nigga, LGP.
TS go pull up on you.
See, everybody don't know what LGP mean. LGP, nigga, you know, we good here. All right, let's go ahead and get this commercial out the way, so we can, because I know some of you guys have been out there struggling, right? And I know if you're not struggling, I know you're over here thinking like, God damn, like these gas prices are stinking right now, right? So don't pass another gas station debating that these prices are too inflated. Get the Upside app, right? Upside app, you're able to get cash back on every single gallon that you buy. So get the Upside app, come on through, get your cash, right? Every time you buy gas, and also if you're a fat ass, you can save money on restaurants too. So it ain't just gas purchases, also food purchases. We're talking like restaurants, like Chili's and Long John Silver's and other places.
Fat nigga food.
Right, they got food too. All you gotta do is download the Upside app, use the promo code MYT, so basically MyT 3229. That's MYT 3229. Download the Upside app, and you can get up to 35 cents off per gallon. Now I'm gonna give you a little bonus, this is a little tip. It's don't got shit to do with the Upside, right? Whatever gas station is your favorite gas station, also find their gas app card, right? Or their gas reward. If you got Shell or BP or Speedway,
hey,
get
that shit together.
Use their use their reward code as well. So if I'm giving you a code to get 35 cents off a gallon, and you have them, and you get an extra 20 cents off a gallon, right? And then you activate whatever cashback options that your card naturally gives, and you get 6% back, 10, 12% back, however amount it is, right? Let's say you just get like another 10% back. That's another 10% back on what is now $5 a gallon. That's 50 cents a gallon. That's almost $1 you can get back. So get the Upside app, use the promo code MYT3229. But also you can double down, you can triple down, you can reverse as many times as you want. Draw all 4 of them if you have to. You understand? Use your gas app, right, for your personal gas station, and also use the rewards on your bank card. Some of them have little tiles that you may have to activate. Activate those tiles for that gas back. Maximize your gas usage, but definitely use the Upside app. Listen, you don't have to be out there completely struggling. There's ways around this shit. Think of it as what was it called that we was getting all that money back during the last regime? What was it called? What were we getting? What were they called?
Stimulus check?
Yeah, think of it as a gas stimulus check. That's what we're giving you right now. Gas stimulus check with the promo code MYT3229. All right. You ready to go down the yellow brick road and talk about some lighter side of sports?
Sure, why not? Sure.
Because I've talked about this in nauseum already, right? I can't say in nauseum. Okay? It's only been one episode since I talked about it. But I've already said my piece. Like, it's the Golden State Warriors to me. They should have finished this off in 5. They threw away a game.
Game 1.
They could have finished this in 5. Like I said they would have. But they let a game get away from them. But I thought they were the ultimate gentleman, and they were going to beat them in 5. I didn't realize how much of a gentleman they were, and they were going to beat them in 6. But they ain't gentlemen at all. They're those guys that look like gentlemen, and the moment that you let your guard down, they're slapping you with a white glove and dueling your ass. Yo. Hold on. Actually, you know what? Sorry, before we get there, let's do this. Got a gift, right, from one of our friends that has some apparel and shit like that, right? I don't know if you guys have heard us talk about him. My homeboy Jonathan Fan. We trying to get him here on the podcast, aka Fit by Fan, right? So he is now a workout influencer, and he has his own apparel. And I hit him up, and I was like, "Hey, yo, not only I want you to get you on the podcast, but I want to see what your apparel is about." So let's see what Fit with Fan is about. Return with postage. Like, no wonder it took 6 weeks. This motherfucker was returned. Exceeded the thickness. This motherfucker tried to shove it into an envelope that was too small. That's what it is. He's trying to save some money somewhere. Somebody did during the process. They returned that shit. Say, here we go. See, came to the MyT Sports Network. Appreciate that. That motherfucker was like, if you gonna get this shit for free, it's gonna take the longest it's gonna possibly take. and we're gonna try to send it.
One nigga down, 2 more to go.
All right. Did I order the blue? I did. Okay. Forgot what order I color order. You know what I'm excited about already? The Ziploc bag. I could use this for like the whole podcast shit. Sorry. I have a drawer full of little Ziploc bags like this, or bubble wrap, like little bubble wrap pouches. You know, like anything that's like kind of a bubble wrap pouch. I hold on to all these as well as twisty ties. I keep twisty ties from everything. So I'm excited for this. I'm like, ooh, I can really use this for. I don't even care about the shorts right now. I'm like a cat that fucking has like a big ass fucking $200 expensive tower, and now a box just came from Amazon. I'm like, ooh, box. All right, so I got me so what we did, I got myself some new workout shorts. Oh shit, these some Hoochie Daddy shorts too? Oh no, okay, no, the underbed makes it regular. Shit. But I'm about to say, I was looking for some Hoochie Daddy shorts. Like summertime is right around the corner. I've been doing my squats every day. I gotta get the leg game up. I'm like, Hoochie Daddy season is right around the corner. You better watch it, ladies. I'm about to have a 2-inch inseam. Like I'm telling you right now.
Hoochie Daddy shorts.
For real. Like you know
how do you let? Oh,
what did I say? Escobar season has returned. Hoochie Daddy season has arrived.
DJ.
Oh, okay. So, and it comes with some workout bands. Okay. So we got ourselves some medium resistant workout bands that came with there. I thought it was a sweatband or some shit. One of them elastic joints that hold in your sweat and shit. But we got ourselves a workout band, and we also got ourselves a pair of shorts. Now, one of the reasons why I wanted to get the shorts from him, right? Right, as you see his logo right here, the Fit by Fan logo, right? Fan. Also Fit with Fan. You know what I mean? So the branding on there is dope as fuck. Hope you guys can see that. Let me make sure I show it to the main camera. There we go. Right, so that's the logo. Right, as I've already showed you guys the workout band that it came with. So you guys go to Fit by Fan, right, or Google Fit with Fan, and you will be able to find his store, or find him on Facebook, find him on Instagram, find him on TikTok. You'll be able to see his inspirational videos that he posts daily, and you'll also be able to buy apparel, massage guns, things of that nature. So one of the reasons why I went with these shorts, right, not only was because of how much they talked about that it breathes, right, but it was a couple of things that caught my eye. I like pockets, right? So it has a regular pocket, a regular nice size pocket right here anyway. But not just that. They have a pocket in the back that is the perfect size for your ID credit card or your ID or credit card, so you can go out there and you can travel very lightly. As the Tampa Bay Rays currently have a runner on first and second with only 1 out, 1 ball, no strikes currently right now with Peralta
Leave it up to the Yankees
currently on the mound.
Make this shit interesting when it doesn't need to be.
Right, so they have the small pocket right here in the back, and that pocket zips. So you put your ID, you put your credit card in there, you zip that motherfucker up. You don't have to worry about that shit falling out. Right now, if I'm not mistaken, yeah. So remember I told you they have a nice little shallow pocket right here. Now I told you I like the zip up pocket so that my credit card don't fall out. Well, outside of that, see this pocket right here? Shit's gonna fall out because what else do most of us have on us? We have our phone on here. But you don't worry about that. It has
good one.
It has the undershort as well. Now this is another reason why I got it. The undershorts, it has a pocket in there right there, so you can put your phone in that motherfucker. And that stays on the inside of the short. So that stays in there with the spandex. It has the tightness on there. Bam, that stays in there. That ain't going anywhere. So you got the zip pocket in the back for your ID card. You got the pocket on the attachable spandex, right? Right there on the inside, right? But that's not it, folks. There is also one other thing that caught my eye on here. This little thing right here on the back to put your towel, to put your rag or whatever it is. It has a nice little loop right there. Is that it? Third out?
2.
Oh, it's the second out. It has a nice little loop right here in the back. So that, see that? You guys see that? I can see you. I see you. right? It has a nice little loop in the back so that you can put your towels, your rags, and keep that on you as well. That was important to me too. When I saw the combination of all that, I was like, you know what? Not only am I going to support one of my homeboys in what they're selling, it also has a lot of qualities, right? That I'm actually looking for in a pair of workout shorts or just a pair of shorts, period. Especially a pair of workout shorts. A pair of shorts that I'm even going to try to go run in. I'll have a regular workout and go take a bike ride in or anything, any kind of work, thing that you're constantly moving. It really helps. And got some free bands. I didn't even pay for this, but this was free. Or since I didn't pay for this, right? But I didn't request any of this. Like this part is free. So I'm gonna assume that when you order a pair of shorts, you get yourself some free bands. You know what I mean? And remember, guys, bands will make them dance. Bands will make them dance.
All these chicks popping, I'm just popping bands.
So we haven't had the opportunity to get Fan on the podcast so far this year, and I don't know if we're gonna be able to get him on before the end of this season. But we are gonna try to schedule him to get him on next season, because Fan is the reason why we're gonna start recording. I'm gonna start trying to do something new for the podcast. The first Friday of the month, we're gonna go to the studio in West Palm Beach. Yeah. That's why it's only one Friday. And the reason for that, or for the individuals that I may not be able to get to interview in this space, that you know what I mean, that I feel that I may not feel comfortable bringing them to the home space. Which actually, Fan, I have no problem bringing Fan into the home space. To be honest with you, like me and Fan, we go way back. I've known Fan since he was 16. Like I signed his mother up on a life insurance policy. Like shit, I know. Like no, listen. Like, he's one of the young hustlers that I talked about, that I've also known with Chris Baker, who had a birthday today. They used to work together as youngsters out of high school. That I was looking, I was listening to young motherfuckers. I was like, yo, like, tell your boys, if you know about somebody that you think is hustle worth this job, bring them through. If they can make it, they'll make it. But I'll hire them. I'll give them opportunity. If they make it, they don't. If they make it, they make it. If they don't, they don't.
Shut it down.
Don't fuck up.
Good.
That was scary. 50. Win number 50. We're 67 games in, and I ain't gonna lie, I'm officially right now vested into baseball and my Yankees. 67 games in. Is that the equivalent of people that say they don't get into basketball until football is over?
No.
At the same time frame?
No.
67 games in. Cause that's about.
But here's the difference. Your investment is
about
about
40.
One team.
That is it too.
It's about one team.
Yeah, for me, I really only care about the Yankees. Yeah, I can't just sit here and watch everybody's baseball. I could watch.
It's like you're not gonna sit down and watch the Pirates play the Reds.
No,
exactly.
But you know what though? That's for every other sport. No, I lie. I was about to say that's for every other sport that's not basketball, but I lie. I can do that for baseball. I can do that for football too. Any sport not named basketball or football. So basketball and football, I can basically sit there and watch anything. Everybody else, my team has to be in it. Rangers have to be in it. Yankees have to be in it. Red Bulls have to be in it. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, it has to be one of them. I'm sorry.
Said Red Bull.
But that's how deep my fandom go. That's how deep I'm willing to watch. And I'm lying because you know what? The Red Bulls won last year. And I didn't watch one fucking game.
I was just about to tell you that.
Yo!
I was just about to tell you that.
I'm a fraud.
Fucking front runner.
I just capped my way all the way to a fucking knee. Yo, I capped my way out the league a while ago. For real. That's funny. Just to let you guys know, the people that listen on Podbean, we're about to lose you guys in about the next 5 minutes. But don't you guys worry. Just remember how this goes. I'm going to reopen a new feed for you guys. Everybody else that's listening, we're going to go on a hard break, and you're going to hear a commercial at that point in time.
What? Continue.
No, I know. I'm trying to think. I was thinking if I know we were talking baseball, right? And I was trying to think to myself, should we go? Like, cause we got like 5 minutes before our first break, before this last break, I should say. I'm trying to think. Should we go into basketball when I know that we're gonna have to take this break?
Come on now. We're gonna have to take this break, so we might as well finish up the last 5 minutes talking this baseball.
Okay.
Because it's like,
So that's that's what happened a while ago. That's what you was at. I was over here. I was like, wait, hold on.
I was pondering the thought over here.
Yeah.
Christian Ponder.
Oh man, but yeah, I'm telling you, I'm gonna watch this game about 100 times over the summer. Easily, I'm gonna watch this game 100 times.
Any particular reason?
I like Stephen Curry and the Golden State Warriors.
And
that's it. I hate Boston.
there we go.
And
there we go.
But that's not it though. That's not it though. Also,
I'm from New York, and you know what? Tom Brady's a fucking bitch.
I don't know who's pettier, me or the Golden State Warriors, but I love it. I am here all as you know what though. I realize I'm only here for it when it comes from when it comes from the right people.
I love how these niggas keep receipts.
Yo, oh my god.
And the problem is, everything that they're saying, anybody who has a rebuttal to it, you just sound dumb. And you're just a hater. Like, at that point. Chances are, most people who are responding is because, why is Draymond talking? He talk like he's some superstar.
Listen, he did more. He does more than Udonis Haslem does for his team.
Okay.
And Udonis Haslem be pissed as fuck when he loses.
Okay.
Yo, I'll never forget. Udonis Haslem was mad like he put up 48 minutes in a loss. Like he was putting up 45 minutes, and he was averaging 45 minutes a game in a loss. Udonis Haslem was so mad. I looked at him like, what? Like I was offended.
I saw that shit. I said, mother,
you didn't break a sweat. The most exertion you did was cussing out your own teammate and trying and then getting and coming in the game and drawing a foul. Draymond Green almost broke the record for fouling out of the most games in the finals.
Don't give a damn. Nigga got a ring. Get your ring, Draymond. And keep the receipts of everybody talking that shit.
Yo,
hey, all I know is one thing. Right now, Jaren Jackson Jr., you sound like a punk. You let Klay. You haven't even responded back to Klay Thompson talking that mess.
What can he say though?
You a big man like that. You cannot let some light skinned motherfucker come on a podium and talk wild about you. Call you a bum. He called you a bum.
He did call him a bum.
He called him a bum. What?
He was like, that freaking bum. Yo, he was like, he said, I can't remember
who talked about him like he was yesterday's trash.
No, man. But think about how he said it. He's like, I can't remember who the fuck said it. Like,
exactly.
Yo, he was like, but it was some bum from some bum from
like, yo. I'm listening to that. I said, yo.
I was like, who
Jaren,
the fuck?
I said,
hey. It was Jared.
I said, yo.
Jared Jackson ain't no bum, but damn,
listen,
Gina.
Man. Listen. That's how you know it's a soft NBA. Because listen, how can I equivalate that? That's like.
Hurry up, we got.
I'm trying to think of a second tier player, like a second level star in the mid '90s who got a ring. Who if you look at their kind of like, what you talking for?
Kenny?
No,
the Jet?
Clay on a high level. Yes, man.
You said second.
Okay, but we'll keep it there. That's like
we're gonna come back.
That's like Kenny Smith talking and Patrick
Ewing.
Like
we're gonna come back because we just lost the Podbean feed, and we're gonna play this commercial. And we're gonna come back.
Give him a nice elbow. He come in that lane.
Or become famous. They join because there is important work to be done, and only some able to do it. They are brighter, better educated, led, and equipped than any team in history. They are doctors, lawyers, engineers, technologists, and combat troops. All prepared.
That's funny too. Compared to say that,
You'll find them where the lights don't flash, and the only contract they sign is with themselves and their country.
Let me remind myself.
One day, they may be asked what they did to make a difference in this world, and they can respond, I became
We
a
did it!
soldier.
What they gonna say now?
Listen, I rep for all orange and blue colored teams against my enemies. Bring us back in.
And welcome back to the MyT Sports Podcast. I am your humble co-host, KJ, with you know the face you got right now? You got the face of grandma from Don't Be a Menace. After the first time she spoke the
Pass that shit.
damn. This is some good shit.
Within the last week, one of my homeboys that I highly respect for his knowledge, period, even in hip hop and R&B, right? Even though he's Russian, right? But still, he grew up in my era. You know what I mean? It was heavily influenced by hip hop. So like he knows lyrics to hip hop songs that I don't even I can never fucking repeat. He just realized that Brown Sugar Babe was about weed.
You know what? I'm not mad at him. I'm not mad at him. You just made me mad. You just made me mad. I'll never forget the day.
Oh my god, hold on. Can I? Oh shit.
I'll never, ever, ever forget the day that I found out that Brown Sugar was about weed.
Oh my god.
This whole time I'm thinking D'Angelo talking some crazy sex love shit with his lady and
Even
whatnot.
got a big sister
But
by the name of Chocolate Tie.
But
Brown
the crazy
sugar,
shit is
babe.
though, it all goes together.
The best ones
It
do.
goes together.
The best
You could
ones
you could do it for the women. You could do it for the weed.
The best ones do.
Dog, you have no idea.
Cause what song do I forget? What song do I always bring up as my
dead ass-
reference for this?
So I was dead ass hurt for a couple days. I said, yo, that nigga was talking about weed the whole time, son. I've sang that song to girls.
But y'all,
I've sang that song to girls,
But
son.
it fits though. It's
Oh yeah, it fits. No doubt.
Fits.
No doubt. No
I'm
doubt.
in love with Mary Jane. She's my God.
No, well, that was more obvious.
I
though.
know.
That was
I
more
still gotta put them
obvious.
all into it. I
That
gotta
was
put
more
them all.
obvious.
I gotta put them all in.
That one you really had to dissect and
Oh,
shit.
man.
I forgot what it was because it's not like somebody told me. It's he said something in the song that was like, whoa, wait a minute.
Years later, you're like, by golly, hold on, Stanton, rewind that.
I even remember the area I was driving to when it hit me.
Talk to me.
I was
Tell me that story.
oh son, at that time I was by my people's house. I was heading over to the gym. I was coming down Riverside, back by Parkland area. Just came off the roundabout. Just came under sawgrass shit. And the shit in the park came on like, wait a minute, you're not talking about a girl. This nigga talking about weed. I said, no, wait a minute, run that back. Wait, what did he say? Oh God. It's just the problem is now when I put everything together, it's like I can't even remember the exact part that it was that hit. But like I said, I know the time of this shit.
Oh man,
all of it. Still a great song. Shit. When I leave here, I'm gonna bump that shit in the
Listen,
car.
when you leave here, I'm about to bump
I'm
that
gonna
shit.
bump that. I'm
I'm about to double check and make sure it's not. I gotta make sure it's in two of my playlists.
Matter of fact, I'm gonna play that shit on the way home. When I get home, I'm gonna roll up the rest of this joint and then play it again with the music blasting. Oh, I forgot to tell you, brothers got the approval for the new apartment in August. Nice spot. Nice spot. Only problem is they fucking a nigga over the head with that
HOA?
Oh,
or just
no.
Oh, rent?
Just that that initial deposit shit.
Well, I don't know if you did or not, but that's how you got. Like, if you gotta start finding those places that give you like those first 2 months, start finding places with promotions that give you like the first 2 months free and shit like that.
See, the problem is these places weren't talking hot shit because the problem is right now is the time that everybody's fucking moving. What I need
Yeah, 'cause they was waiting to the kids out of
Exactly.
school so they could finally do this shit
Right.
easily.
What I need is, I wish this spot was like a 16-month lease. So that way, when the lease is up, it actually falls in the holiday season, which is the best time to move because shit is not as expensive.
Where you at?
Oh, I'm actually in Plantation, right off Pine Island. It'd be like a straight line drive, just past Cleary.
Okay. Oh, right there. Shit. I was just in that area the other day delivering and shit.
Yeah, it was funny. We was actually on our way to go to the spot right by Plantation High School, and I was not feeling that at all. I'm like, living by a motherfucking high school in 2022 with how motherfuckers is just waking up and
Brakata.
no
We live
thank
we
you.
live in South Florida.
You know what I'm saying? And of course
Shit.
a lot of shit.
Yo, because there was
A
another
lot of
shooting
shit
in
happened.
Brooklyn, right? Oh no, Harlem.
Yep. I'm telling you, everybody's doing
Yo.
the hold my beer.
B.
Everybody's doing the hold my beer and it's shit. So
I don't know
like,
where I don't know where we're at, but I feel like we're at like
Mm.
30 shootings in the last 60 days.
I was about to say, has to be like the last 60 days.
I know at one point in time we was having a shooting every day. For ever since the last we had a shooting almost every day for like 2 weeks straight.
And that's sick. But I was supposed to go live right by a motherfucking public high school?
That is crazy, right? Because just think about I don't know if you know this, right? I don't know how, like, cause I'm just thinking when you said that, it made me think that normally what the thought is about living close to a school, like the pros and the cons, right? Most people are
the pros.
most people usually like I know most people like living close to school, but you know what? It's close for mine.
It's close for the kids.
For the kids or whatever, this, that, and the third. Maybe, they don't mind the activity, like maybe they like, but the cons. There's always traffic. You have to worry about the fucking school zone, shit like that, right? Never would I have thought that. Damn, I can't live beside this motherfucking school because bitches are scooting up schools.
And then of course, kids dumb as fuck. They come around, next thing you know, they're vandalizing your car, doing dumb shit and whatnot.
Yeah, that's how you have to know, like, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean, the property,
because God,
you know what?
Because God
I think
forbid.
I'm gonna live close to a school. Because you know what? I'm gonna negotiate that goddamn property value. We taking 100,000. We taking 150 down off of this price. Listen, it's a threat. These motherfuckers are shooting up schools left and fucking right. I got little badass kids vandalizing my shit,
throwing rocks around, and next thing you know, that shit hits my fucking window.
You know what I mean? Like riding their bikes, throwing footballs, throwing basketballs.
Come on now.
I gotta worry about traffic and shit like that. Like,
I'm driving my car, a kid's basketball comes in the middle of the street.
Yeah, nah. Yeah, I'm gonna negotiate the fuck. I'm
But
gonna come close to the school.
So it's funny. We're on.
I'm gonna say this one time now and incriminate myself, and I'm gonna never say it again either. I'm gonna be the plug too.
This call is being recorded for quality insurance purposes.
Yo, I just finished watching the first season of Power, right? Not first book of Power. Sorry, I was sick for 2 weeks. I couldn't go anywhere. I finished watching the first 6 seasons. The first book. Remember when I told you I was on season 3? I finished this motherfucker now. And I'm about to start watching Tariq shit. But it was funny when I looked at Tariq's chain when he was in college, and I realized this motherfucker had a goddamn plug on his goddamn chain. I'm like, nigga, seriously, are you trying to get caught? Did you notice that before?
Of course I noticed that.
I was like, this nigga got a chain with a goddamn the feet or the male end of a fucking plug on that bitch. I was like, man.
Crazy. Trust me. And it's only just beginning your hatred for Tariq.
Oh God. I ain't like that bitch ass nigga for a while. Like you talking about, I ain't.
Listen,
just be like.
He's
been
once,
that. I ain't gonna lie.
He was iffy, but then once Raina was gone, I said, "Oh hell no, nigga, fuck you, fuck you."
Listen, I'm gonna tell you this. I always thought that Bishop should have lumped him up. I know they didn't want to portray child abuse on TV, but he should have gave him a stiff because in any I know I'm talking about this shit late as fuck, right? Like, but in any regular African American household like that, or that has a strong parental figure like that, you getting lumped the fuck up. I'm sorry, little man. He goes listen.
Some of them think when that little nigga lied to get Tommy and Ghost to work with that nigga to get him out of the so-called kidnapping. When Ghost had that fucking gun right there to his head, I said yes, get that nigga now.
So
whoop his ass. And all he did was talk to him
in a real environment. He would have pistol whipped him.
Oh hell yeah!
Right?
Pistol whip him out to sleep.
Right? He would have smacked him one good time with that shit.
To wake his ass up.
Busted his whole entire lip and shit wide the fuck open. Earlier, when he was mouthed out on him, he when I say
public.
When I say lump him up,
public,
he's not gonna punch him in the face. But at how big he was and how old he was, body blows like him up. He should have been bam.
Oh yeah.
Little nigga, what the fuck? Like he tried to grab him. Listen here, look.
In public.
When he grabbed him, it was supposed to be boom, boom. The fuck you said? No. Stand up. He wanted to be a man. Boom. Like keep talking your little shit. Just remember, any fucking time
you can get fucked up.
Because see what happens. He ain't have big brothers in his life to fuck him up. He don't know what a body blow feel like.
I'm watching that shit like ooh.
Like I would do it. Oh my. People don't even realize it. I have a thumbprint. No, not a thumbprint. A fist print right in here for when I had to check my nephew one time. Right here. There it goes. Right here. My fist is still right there for when I had to check my goddamn nephew on some shit. Now, granted, some people don't learn. I had to check him on some thievery shit. And as an adult, that nigga can't stay out of jail. So, some niggas don't learn. But the thumb was there because I was trying to get through to him. Like, listen, you keep this up, like, you going to be watching your asshole your whole life.
It fell back this way, I saw.
Okay. I was just to make sure this one close to my feet anyway. Or close to any of our feet.
Yeah, that little nigga. Ooh, there were too many times I'm like, ooh.
Yeah, so now I'm about to start watching the Tariq one. And then I was like, oh shit, okay, that's what they did. They went back and they did fucking 50 Cent, which I find is weird. And I was like, damn, because I kind of want 50 to be in that one. I don't know what's going to happen. But kind of want to see 50, like, they're not a younger version of 50. Like, I'd rather, like, do some CGI, make 50 look younger. I don't give a fuck. But give me young 50.
Hey, but all I know is
you now. Actually, know who should have done that?
That motherfucker 50.
Casanova. If he was out of jail and not fucking, Casanova should have done that part as a young 50. You know what I mean? Like, or Sticky Fingers.
Sticky Fingers could be one of the uncles.
Oh, good.
Fredro Star and shit. Nigga.
Oh my god, where did I see that meme? It was like Fredro Star is the villain version of For Real.
I saw that shit.
I was like, I can't stand it. Fucking multiverse niggas, yo.
I was like, I hate all of you niggas because now I can't unsee
exactly.
that.
I can never unsee that now.
Unsee that shit.
Like the R. Kelly and fucking Deshaun Watson shit. I can never like yo like
he is starting.
Me and Chill Will talked about that shit. Let me see if Chill Will came back there. Like he's starting to get that low brow, fucking like dark cranium. Like he had this kind of look. That you saw that picture I took. He had that stress, that Down syndrome like, nigga look. Like that's Down syndrome nigga that staring at the girl in skirts in the corner shit. Yeah. Like come here, girl. Have you ever tried chocolate pudding? Like whoa, nigga, relax. It's pancake day. It's pancake day for breakfast and lasagna for lunch. Ain't no pudding here. I think we've bullshitted enough, right?
Only good thing about that nigga is at least he's standing firm on where he think he stand. Most niggas by now they would either stop talking about it, damn sure would stop talking to the media about it.
Yeah, because he already made the fuck up once saying that happy endings ain't illegal. Like nigga, you supposed to admit to that. That already was saying too much. That already is gonna guarantee somebody a bag.
The NFL got to hurry up and do something.
I'm telling you, like the NFL really makes it hard to watch them every year. They are really a despicable league. They are despicable.
It gets worse and worse. Dude.
Like they're not bad. They're despicable. Like,
like it gets worse and worse. You seen the shit that Chill Will sent us? Said NFL interviewed at least 11 of 24 plaintiffs. Neither league or team contacted Harris County DA.
I don't even know they even count. They contacted 11 of those women. I thought they didn't contact none of them.
But here's what I'm saying. It's like, oh, you read the first part. It's like, okay, at least you did something. But then it's like,
you didn't talk to the law enforcement.
but you shitted on the most important person. You didn't talk to the goddamn DA. But you want to take this long to come to a decision?
You have all these accesses to you and all and they haven't made a decision yet.
Still haven't said nothing. The problem is
because you know why? You know what I think it is.
They don't need to wait.
I think they want to give him a year, but they can't.
Do it.
But you know what though? Do it according to the Deshaun Watson rule.
Give him a year
and make him appeal that shit and get 8.
Exactly,
and bring it down to 8. But
and
then what you do is that you try to work some kind of Deshaun Watson rule in there for punishment.
Because listen, at this
that's
point,
just despicable.
Because listen, at this point,
okay, let's be flat.
Let's be real.
Deshaun, that's a bad look for our people. Deshaun making black people look bad.
He making us look horrible.
Like this is some creepy shit. This is some white people shit. I'm sorry.
Like dog.
You heard even one of them said to him, like, yo, what are you doing? Like you're a good looking guy and you're a fucking millionaire. What are you doing?
That.
One of the chicks he talked to said that. She's like, yo, you're a good looking dude. You have money. What the fuck are you doing? Why are you asking me to massage ask me to massage your taint? He has a taint fetish. He gets in the baby position and asks him to massage his taint. Hey girl, play my asshole. Guess what he looks now. Yeah, play my asshole. Then Vince McMahon. At least Vince McMahon is a creepy old man. Like, he can't be a creepy young man.
And then the crazy shit is, the thing that blows me even more is like, to add on to the part that you said, brother man, the same thing that you're literally getting in trouble for, I know for a fact that there are multiple women that would love to do that with no problem. They would talk about it as if it was a badge of honor.
This is even why.
So the moment that you noticed any type of resistance or whatnot,
you should have
let it go.
Exactly.
Let it go. The moment, because I'm sure
it's an easy way.
Because
it's an easy way to find. It's an easy way to find that out.
Because I'm not gonna believe that all these women just off the one time that you said to do it was just like scared and shit and started doing it.
Like you had to be an asshole about it. Like if some of these women are complaining, you had to be like you didn't just ask to let it go. You were an asshole about it. You were pushy about it.
You had the NDA backing you up.
You were abrasive, aggressive.
The non-disclosure agreement in the back pocket.
And if you made them sign it beforehand, if you started making them to sign it beforehand, then you did all of that as a creeper, and then be like, you can't say shit.
Not for nothing, them women still are dumb as hell. For if a man is coming to you with an NDA before you give him a massage, chances are some weird ass shit's about to go down.
But you know what though? He
was not to throw no blame on them.
No, we're not. But also, not for nothing, he wasn't even asking all masseuses. Like when you start calling up internet thotties to come give you massages.
Come on now.
You know what I mean? This was like it was all fucked up in the beginning because you know what? Even if this is your thing, you could have easily have sold this with 3 regulars. If you need to have more, you could have sold us with 12 regulars if you knew how to maneuver. Like, I feel like if this was Cam Newton, we'd have never heard about it.
Never.
If this was, you know who I'm about to say. What did we just finish watching? If this was El Capitan, Mr. I hide in plain sight.
I can't wait for that documentary. There's gonna be so much shit that comes out.
Because yo, truth be told, only reason we watch this is to try to hear all the women he slept with, right?
I want to know all of them.
Everybody.
I want to know all
of
them.
Like I fucked Marilyn. I'm the last person to fuck Marilyn Monroe. Like I want to hear.
I I want to hear he was fucking. I want to hear he was fucking Ashanti while Ja Rule was fucking her, and Ja didn't know a goddamn thing.
I want to hear that he was fucking J-Lo while she was fucking dating Alex Rodriguez. Like I'm still petty about Alex Rodriguez. I'm sorry.
Oh no, you're
like that Ghostbuster. Like that they have this Ghostbuster Direct TV commercial that has Big Papi and Alex. Oh, this shit's fucking disgusting. It disgusts me. Big Papi and Alex Rodriguez and this. I just wish Slimer would have came out and fucking smeared his dick all over it. Like. It also had, what was that tall ass picture to that 6'6" motherfucker. I can't remember his name for some reason. The Seattle motherfucker. I think he was in there too though. 6'6", Seattle dude, or 6'7", 6'8". The tall ass motherfucker from Seattle. The big unit? No.
The big, what's his name? Frank Thomas? The Big Hurt?
No, he's a pitcher. White guy.
Oh, white guy. Kurt Schilling?
No. Seattle.
I thought he played for them niggas, honestly.
Fuck. Damn it. Was he also a lefty? I don't know. Damn it. I don't know why I can't remember now. I don't know why I'm also thinking like
you're literally describing Kurt Schilling too. To be
I also think he was he was a wrestler for a little while. Kurt Schilling was that big? 6'6", 6'8"?
That nigga was big.
Oh shit! I don't remember Kurt Schilling being that big. I don't ever remember them talking about it like this Giannis movie. You know what though? I ain't gonna lie.
I'm probably not gonna watch that.
I'm gonna watch that
because I feel like they're gonna overdo it, and then it's also weird watching the documentary on somebody while they're still like in the middle of this. Like Brother Man has barely scratched his prime.
See, this is why I was just about to talk about that because I feel like Jordan fucked shit up, and see, this is what happens when goats do shit. And then other things just start trickling down. Because Jordan did his shit. And I'm not and it's gonna be weird that I'm blaming Jordan. I don't blame Jordan for a lot of shit. But then Jordan inspired Tom Brady to do his shit. And
now we got Jeter to do his shit.
But Jeter's removed. You know what I mean? So Jeter Dillies did the Jordan route. But what other people just hear, multi-layered documentary about my career. I'm gonna do multi-layered documentary about my career while I'm still playing. So what somebody else hears that also thinks he's a great player, multi-layered documentary about my career while still playing. It's like hearing the phone message shit, and by the time it comes down to you, you're like, I can do a documentary while I'm still playing.
Well, one thing about this Giannis thing, it's not like he's going here and talking about. They're literally making a story. They literally made a whole series about the upbringing until the point of being drafted and whatnot.
Also, I heard that Adam Sandler movie is dope as fuck too.
I still haven't seen that.
With Willie Herning Gomez's brother. You know, the former Nick.
I gotta see that shit. Sitting right there on Netflix. I gotta see that shit.
Alrighty, we stalled. Plenty of time, right? I think we've gone over every weird ass topic we can go after on a nice Monday.
Ain't weird topics. Ain't weird topics. There's a whole lot worse we could talk about.
It is.
Like how this nigga hairline still stays perfect.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. That shit does pop though. Like every time I look at this shit, I'm like, this nigga got cut before he went on air.
It's like, is it really spray shit on, or does he really get that shit cut that crisp?
It makes you wonder, like, does his barber give him a little darkener around the edge?
He has to, because I've definitely seen some of the days on David and Jacoby.
Like it pops too much, right? Yeah.
I've seen the grays on David and Jacoby some days. I've seen it. There's a reason. All I'm gonna say is there's a reason why the brother has to wear a hat or some type of do-rag every time David and Jacoby comes on, unless he's already dapper, ready to go for something. That's all I'm saying.
But he was like, he said the Warriors are they're not going for warning shots, they going for kill shots. Reminds me of that Dave Chappelle shit. It's like, yo, he said he went to the gun store. He's like, this will pepper a motherfucker, but it won't kill him. He's like, but you got to put one buckshot in there, you know. He said one bird shot in there. That's like a warning shot. It was after that you can go shop. You can go fucking. He said shop a ranks on his ass. Buckshot. That's what it was like. They ain't trying to pepper a motherfucker. They were over there going for buckshot. But
You know who's actually leapfrogged the Phoenix Suns in terms of most pressure in the Western Conference?
LA? Clippers?
The Grizzlies.
But we did what we do. Welcome back to the Warriors Invitational, baby. That's what we do.
Okay, so let's talk about this because I have it written down on my paper. Christmas Day game. Which one do you... And I think I already know where we were going to go here. Which one do you want to see more? Rematch? Or Memphis?
I want a rematch here.
Because we know Golden State is going to... Because as Draymond Green said, the champions play at home on Christmas.
I want the rematch on Christmas. I want Memphis Warriors opening night.
Ooh.
I want it opening night.
Off the bat.
Get the ring and then boom, Memphis right there in the crib.
I want to rematch on Martin Luther King Day though as well.
Exactly. They'll see each other. Hey, they can see each other 4 times.
Damn, that's nice. I can take that one. Tell you right here. I have it right here. Christmas Day game.
if anything, if the NBA's lit, what they will do, if they're smart, Memphis opening night, Celtics Christmas Day, and whether it's before that game or after that game, KD comes into town.
What day can you get Brooklyn in there?
You can work it out. Work it out.
They have a couple of days that they dominate. On top of Martin Luther King Day, they kind of dominate Valentine's Day.
Because what I'm trying to say is, leading up to Christmas, let's be real. The viewing audience around that time is not crazy high. But if you throw in the week of Christmas before the Christmas Day game, KD coming back, and this is the first time they play. It's not like they've already played in Brooklyn. First time KD coming back since that championship that they just got in Golden State. Because I think Christmas is on Monday this year.
Shit.
So it's Christmas on Monday. So that means you do the KD Warrior game on Thursday TNT.
Listen, and in that week too, either give them another game against Milwaukee, Phoenix, or the Lakers as well to add on top of that.
Most likely the Lakers.
So you don't have to travel too far.
Exactly. More NBA. I'm helping you out.
Listen, it's out there.
Because all I'm telling you, if we see me as a fan, me regardless, I'm watching opening night NBA regardless. But you tell me I get to see Ja with how he's popping off and talking this wild shit. And listen, little nigga, we
what did he say?
What hasn't he said at this point? But listen, little nigga, this is why I say you running your mouth is a big part of why your team is literally writing checks right now. So you better cash them. You better cash them. Well, and let me say one thing too, because I see every probably 5 comments about NBA, I see the Warriors wouldn't have won if Ja didn't get hurt. Ja getting hurt helped you.
I miss having him here.
Ja getting hurt helped you. It helped you. Because let me remind you, 117 the first game, 103 the second game, 142 the third game. All while Mr. Morant was on the court. All of a sudden, he's not there. They struggle to score. Barely 100 first game. Not even 100 game 5. Ja not being there helped their defense. Not to say that Ja's a defensive liability, but with him being on that court, we know who's gonna have the ball in their hands. Easier to defend. not necessarily easier, but it's like we can put the focus on you because we know we don't have to worry about too much ball movement, man movement.
I am gonna enjoy this.
So it's like, so it's like every time I hear it, it's like you don't know basketball. Every time I hear it, I'm like, yo, him not being there helped. That shit would have been done in 5, an easy 5 too, if he stayed there. And this is not to say he's a liability or nothing. It's just, it's almost Allen Iverson syndrome, which is more of a reason why Jaren Jackson, for them to take off. That's what I'm saying. Everybody talking about Johnny taking another level. Of course he needs to, but Jaren got to become 23-11. 23-11. Dylan Brooks needs to become more consistent. Yes, be lockdown defender, but they need that 20-21 a game too.
Bare minimum 17.
Okay, because if not,
it's
gonna be the same thing come postseason.
Because I have healthy players giving them 17 a game. So one, they need to find their number 2 that can match Andrew Wiggins, and then they got to find a number 3 that can match Clay.
And they still got 2 young killers who are not getting no burn.
Wiseman and Kuminga.
Not even just Wiseman, Moody. So what you gonna do when them young brothers start coming in and dropping 15 on your head top? Come on now.
They kept receipts. And it was funny because a lot of the heat came from the Memphis Grizzlies. There was an old post about John Morant where he was talking about we're building real estate, and Draymond Green was like,
I loved it.
Draymond Green was like, yeah, we crashing on that real estate, the property
We
value.
We traded in that real estate for up in Boston. Shit was wild. I loved it. That was perfect. Anybody who said they didn't get it or that was an elk, I'm like, oh, you just a hater.
For Boston, he had all of the titles that Boston had won, right, and laying out all of their championships, and what was supposed to be number 28 or whatever number it is, number 19 or whatever number they're on, right? For Boston, it was like
nope. Warriors is sick. I love the petty
for real. And then during the parade, he would just wore a T-shirt that said flat out "fuck Boston," which you know me. I was all over because I'm like,
I'm from New York, and you know what? Tom Brady's a fucking bitch.
And for no reason at all.
Yo, you thought Trae Young was still good, right? Fuck Trae Young. Fuck Trae Young.
Shrapnel everywhere. Fuck that. We did it. The orange and blue did it.
I just love how Warriors, people who talk, the media heads who talk bad about them, have to be quiet. Skip Bayless, be quiet. Because right now, anything you say negative about that team, you just sound dumb. You sound like a hater. Max Kellerman, be quiet talking about Curry legacy. Be quiet. Mad Dog Russo, be quiet. Be quiet.
So I'm going to tell you what I ended up realizing. Stephen Curry is the only superstar of a dynasty, right? Or just them as a team, period. Right? So them as a team, as a dynasty, and him as a superstar, leader of the dynasty, that I have never rooted against him in a championship series.
Well, it helps when he's playing LeBron 3 times.
He's the only one.
You know one thing that blows me? People have the nerve to say this is not a dynasty.
Wait, hold on. I need the Jordan. I need the Jordan Poole look when he was at that halftime with the ref. Wait.
Not a dynasty. So it's like, wait a minute, hold on. When I heard that,
if the look hasn't happened yet, we're gonna see it over there.
When I heard that, I was literally like this because it happened just the other day while I was playing ball. I said, hold on, wait a minute.
Hold on, guys. You let me know. You give me responses, everything. Are the Golden State Warriors a dynasty?
It's a lock. Because I'm sure because everybody fucking says Patriots dynasty. Them bitch ass niggas got 6 rings, but it took them 19 years to get it. They call it a dynasty.
Yeah, because they didn't not win a championship for like 10 years or some shit like that.
But they call it a dynasty. The Spurs dynasty, 5 rings, 20 years.
I gotta see.
But it's a dynasty. But like I said, like I said, if you have the nerve to not say dynasty, you're just a hater. You're just a hater at that point.
Okay, let's see. The final numbers are in, and they state that 60% of the people who thought the Warriors will win a championship that voted.
Smart people.
Hey, that number had jumped. It was at only 18% of the people thought that the Celtics were going to win, and then suddenly, after what game, it jumped up to 40% and kind of stayed there since.
You can't trust the team who's going to turn the ball over the way they do.
23 fucking times.
Like, and they've had this turnover problem for a long time. That's what I mean. The only thing that they was going to get by is the athleticism. The way they turn the ball over, and from them doing too much, I'm like, that was going to be to their demise. The Warriors just had to find ways to capitalize on it.
I'm just going to remind people probably about one thing, right? I'm not giving them an excuse. Around the Milwaukee series, Jason Tatum took the K tape off his shoulder so that people could stop talking to him and trying to make people forget that he had an injured shoulder. We have to remember at times, like because even I remember, the motherfucker had an injured shoulder. But you there? You gotta be there.
You gotta be there. You gotta do what you gotta do. You step in between those lines. Hey, no excuses. No excuses. And on that note, catch you on the flip. I got 6 a.m. shift tomorrow.
Oh shit, no doubt. Alright, Pepe.
13 hours today.
Whew. I appreciate you, Pepe. I holla. Yeah, so you guys let me know if you think that the Golden State Warriors are a dynasty or not, because that's crazy. Of course they're a dynasty, but what the fuck was I saying? Oh, I was telling him about. Damn, I didn't even get a chance to explain that to him, but whatever. Because you guys already heard this. I want to tell you guys again. I guess we will. He's the only one that I've never rooted against. Everybody else, at some point in time, I've rooted against. Starting from. See, I don't know the Magic Johnson and Larry Bird era, but I know for Larry Bird, there were times I was rooting for Magic, and there was one of Magic's I was rooting for Michael Jordan, but I wasn't rooting for Michael Jordan during all of his championship series. I remember wanting Clyde Drexler and Charles Barkley to win. Yeah, I definitely wanted him to beat Magic, and I know that I wanted him to beat the Utah Jazz. So those may be the 3 that I wanted him to win. And the other 3 I probably wanted him to lose. Because we're talking about the Trailblazers. We're talking about the Phoenix Suns. And, damn, who's the other one? Because it's Utah twice. Lakers once. And, let me see, there's Portland, there's Phoenix. Shit. So you see what time does to you? I forget all these motherfuckers. There's always one that slips your mind for some odd reason, right? When you're thinking about these things. It'll come to me. But ultimately, yeah. I didn't root for Jordan his whole entire run. Kobe, I didn't root for him his whole entire run. When they played Jersey, I was rooting for Jersey. Kind of wanted Detroit to beat them because I love me some Rasheed Wallace, love me some Shaq though and Kobe at the time too. Love Shaq in Orlando. I love Kobe. Period. Just kind of like Tracy McGrady a little bit more than Kobe for a long ass time. Probably until Tracy McGrady was no longer as relevant. But they didn't root for Kobe during all of his runs. They didn't root for Tim Duncan during his runs, obviously because he played the Knicks in one of his runs. Obviously, LeBron's runs in Miami didn't root for them any of their years. Who's in between Lakers, San Antonio? No, it's LeBron. And for Golden State, there hasn't been a year that I haven't, but like he said, for 3 of those ones, it was a year. Because for LeBron, every single time they played Golden State, I was rooting for Golden State. I don't think there was ever a time when LeBron played in a championship I was rooting for LeBron James to win. I wanted Oklahoma City to beat them. I wanted Dallas to beat them. I wanted San Antonio to beat him. I wanted San Antonio to beat him. I wanted San Antonio to beat him. Golden State, one of them. Wanted Miami. It's probably like the only time I ever rooted for Miami to win a championship. That's why I really wanted Jimmy Butler to get his one. Man, but the Golden State Warriors and what Stephen Curry and all them guys are doing. I was watching the parade earlier. You hear all the love that that Otis Porter is giving to Stephen Curry, even though Otis Porter had a game where he dropped like 7 3-pointers in like the first half or some shit like that. He's like, nah, the day that Stephen Curry broke the 3-point record. Like, we have to remember, that's just like this year alone, right? Not only did Stephen Curry win a championship, not only did Stephen Curry get the finals MVP, all right? He also broke, we forget that early in the season, he broke the 3-point record until he got injured, if I'm not mistaken. His team had the best record in the league. And as Aisha reminded us, he graduated college too this year. Like, this was a fulfillment year. Like, the year that he won 73 games, they didn't get a chance to cap that off with a championship. But to be able to cap off a year where, for the majority of the time that your best player well, let's just call it how it is. When your best player was healthy, you were the best team in the league. Your best player on the league broke an all-time record. Went through his rivals, some of his rivals. Went through a storied franchise in Boston that this team just didn't have enough championship pedigree, to be honest with you. Like, you realize that Andrew Wiggins had the same amount of experience in the finals as Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, Marcus Smart, Al Horford, Gerald Williams, the other Williams. Yeah, exactly. They have the same amount of NBA finals experience. That's it. The difference is one has won a championship recently and knows how to do it, and another one doesn't. But what got Boston this far over some of these other teams is that their franchise is a championship winning franchise. And that leaks over into all of your players, how they conduct themselves and how they treat winning and treat every game. And that's what got them here. What caused them to lose here is that that's all they had to ride on. They didn't have the experience of being here and being in this position before. Now listen, if they meet them again, they probably won't beat them again. But you know what? If they meet them for 3 straight years, I think they'll beat them in the 3rd year. They'll finally know how to. They'll finally realize, like, the little dumb shit they was doing. All of the turnovers, the 23 turnovers they're talking about, they allowed 20 points. Tampa Bay beat the Avalanche 6-2. Okay, series is now 2-1. Avalanche. They realize they have to take care of the ball better, number one, more than anything else. Jason Tatum and Marcus Smart. Jason Tatum has to go to the rim with a lot more force. When he gets to the rim, he Euro steps way too much. Which on this move, right, on the initial Euro step move, he's usually being stripped. Or that's when they're swiping down on him, right? Or they're missing him, period. But that's usually where he's getting stripped at, looking for calls, looking for all the goddamn fouls. I told you, I've watched this goddamn game too many times now. Offensively, he's too passive. Maybe they'll realize the second time around or the third time around how much advantage they have in their size, and they'll go and they'll work through the post more. They'll work inside out more. if they don't get another point guard and they keep Marcus Smart at point guard, maybe they'll realize that Marcus Smart is gonna have to fight over those screens and be a consistent pest to Stephen Curry and not just passively switch and leave Al Horford on the island. Passively switch, meaning that he is switching for no reason. Here goes Otis with a 3-pointer, bang! At this point, it's 63-47, 7.5 minutes to go in the third. Try to think what I can watch again. So these things matter. Like, who knows when they learn their lesson against this Golden State Warriors team? That's why I said maybe if they meet 3 years in a row, or maybe if, let's say, the Golden State Warriors make it back here in 4 or 5 years, and now they're playing Boston, and Boston still has a majority of the same court. Maybe by then they'll be able to beat them. Maybe Klay Thompson, Stephen Curry, and Draymond Green will be too far gone, and they'll be relying on these young guys a little bit too much. And those young guys may not have enough experience to be able to get them over the hump. Who knows? But then I figured that you can just play those guys where you need to play them, and they'll be able to beat you still. You understand? But really, like I said, Boston just lacked experience. Golden State Warriors have their experience. Like you heard Draymond Green say already.
But we did what we do. Welcome back to the Warriors Invitational, baby. That's what we do.
That's what they do. That's what they do. You know what else they do? Well, they should have shoot threes and win championships. Even though they're one of the best mid-range shooting teams, and they're one of the most attempting 3-point shooting teams. And don't forget, we mentioned today the Yankees just got their 50th win. The Klay Thompson pettiness calling out Jaren Jackson. The Draymond Green pettiness for calling out John Morant. Calling out Boston. Calling out everybody. Stephen Curry calling out the media people. I like what KJ said. I ain't gonna lie. I like what KJ said. Let me see how much time we have here. We don't have a lot more. We don't have a lot of time. We got like less than 5 minutes. I really liked what KJ said. First game off the bat, have it ready to go for Memphis. Memphis has all year to prepare for them. All of season to prepare for them, and so does the Golden State Warriors. And not only for that, I can see how Memphis has been a little bit braggadocious and why they feel a little big-chested. Because the way that they feel, they eliminated the champions 2 years ago. Or just last year, they eliminated the champions. Like, when the season starts, that's how they're going to still feel. Like, we were playing the champs. We played them well. We took them to 6 games. Obviously, Patrick Beverly says that he loses sleep when he has to play me. That's what's up. Thank you, Pimpin, for that endorsement. That's how they feel. That's how they feel. Right? But they have to... What was I thinking? I almost lost my train of thought. I think I may have a little bit. Yeah, so going for the first game, I like how that sounds. Right? Because like I said, Memphis in a weird way, they feel like, we just eliminated this team. They feel like this is the team that they beat. Well, we all know Stephen Curry. I don't know if he was injured or he was the only guy there. Like, they didn't have Klay Thompson. Like it was all kinds of... I can't remember if Draymond Green was there or not. Or that's when Draymond Green was out with his back spasms. But Otis with another 3-pointer. And Otis makes another 3-pointer. At this point in time, the game is now 69-50 with 6.5 minutes to go in the third. And they missed another shot. Draymond Green grabs the rebound and is pushing the ball. Leaves it for Klay. And Klay Thompson takes the shot from the final sign. Presented by YouTube. I don't know if this goes in or not. My fucking screen just glitched and froze. We'll see. If it's 72-50, or if it remains 69-50 and Boston has the ball back. But I shouldn't lose anything, right? Like, I forgot. This is a repeat. Like, it's not like this is live, where this whole entire time I'm gonna lose what I'm missing. It's just to just pick up where I left off at. yeah, I really will enjoy Memphis and Golden State for the first game, and then Christmas game, rematch. Let's see what Boston has learned. Oh, and he did make that one. He whacked that shit. 22-point lead, 6 minutes and 12 seconds to go. Yeah, what they're looking like. I can't believe I made that shit. Now you can't see it on the court because it's a fucking holographic. Like they didn't show the replay. You can't see it on the court because it's a holographic sponsored it. But that was a play earlier that we talked about again, where he caught the ball. Oh no, this is a different play. Where he caught the ball, pump fake, reposition, got Marcus Smart in the air. Draymond Green set the pick, got him a little bit of space, and here he is about 2-3 feet behind the 3-point line, and bang. Folks, but we out of here. I think that's just about enough from us. We're out of here. We're about to leave you in the MyT Sports Podcast. Thank you guys for listening, whatever platform you decided to listen. Don't worry, when we come back on Wednesday, we're gonna be talking heavy into the draft. Right? Obviously, we have the draft to talk about. There's Kyrie Irving still future home we're talking about. We didn't get a chance to even talk about that at all today. So we still have that to get into, right? There's a couple of names being floated out for the New York Knicks, and we'll see which one of them come to fruition. Like I'll give you 2 names now. Like one of them is you know what? I'll leave that alone. I'll let you guys find out what are the 2 names that we're hearing about the Knicks. There's actually 3. If things go their way. But there's really 2. And it's interesting to see what happens with these 2 guys. Draft is this Thursday. Next episode is this Wednesday. Make sure you're there for both. MyT Sports Podcast out. I know you guys remember to continue to catch a wave that never subsides. Shout out to the boy Toby and Wigway for that one. But also like to say, continue to transform yourself into the kind of individual that you would want to work for you. And hey yo, let me just ask this as well. Something that my boy someone that my boy Chill Will likes to say. But also, hey yo, DJ MyT, can you play my outro so I can stop rambling?
I tried. Honest.
Let me finish my sentence.
All the bandwidth in the world couldn't keep me contained.
Asshole.
No lag.
Strong.
No lag.
Super strong.
Gonna share my talents with Podbean Live.
What?
Always knew I'd take the pod there.
Say word.
Just a lot later than a lot of listeners thought. Last of the real gabbers.
That's why you're doing that.
Well, maybe not the last.
I know what you want.
Munchkin got good mic
I wanted
skills.
to.
New, improved MyT Podcaster. Potted down now. Last call for drinks. Bars closing. Sun's out. Heard the casino got a buffet breakfast. Don't want to go far. Wild night. Tired, be tired. MyT
Sports. Ha ha. Yo, raise that curtain up so these lovely people can stop looking at my mug in the top of my head. Skirt, 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 skirt.